On that second, yeah, she's not.
She take my money when I'm in need. Yes, she's a trifling friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger and way over town. That thing's on me.
Pull up a seat. Join the circle. Lolita, Tangeray, Eliza, Soup, Bugsy, Gidget, TJ, Tits McGee, Pearl. Spend some time with Julie fucking Applewhite. Enjoy some fresh tea. But don't make Soup send you to bed.
You're embarrassing yourself. Go to bed.
You're a jerk.
I know.
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 You're a jerk. You're a jerk.
No boy.
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 You're a jerk. 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 Jerk.
Everybody jerking, we was jerking to the right, jerking to the left, and she popped it out of nowhere, she was still half dressed. She like a real jerk, she let me put this stuff, and the whole party heard her, but all I could hear was wah, 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 wah.
You're a jerk.
Why you tripping? I ain't even do nothing.
You're a jerk.
I'm a jerk, you ain't never lied, but hey, do me a favor, call me jerk one more time.
You're a jerk.
I know.
You're a jerk.
I know.
You're a jerk.
I know.
You're a jerk.
Ay,
You're a
ay,
jerk.
I know.
You're a jerk.
I know.
You're a jerk.
I know.
You're a jerk.
Ay,
You're
ay.
a jerk. 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 Jerk.
Good afternoon, good evening.
Hello, everybody.
I can hear TJ Bergs chirping away behind her.
Oh, I don't know what to do with them. They won't be quiet.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's relaxing. Welcome, everyone.
I was gonna say I can't hear anybody talking. Hey, Dino.
I went in Dino's live last night and I fell asleep. I'm so sorry, Dino.
It was not you, I promise.
I was very tired.
Hey, Lisa. Hey, Jesse. Checking convictions. Stars.
Art for life. Hey, Nightbot.
Did I say that right?
Hey, Nightbot.
Hey, B-Tim. B-Tim, we are gangsters. Yes. Haven't you heard?
Keith will be joining us momentarily. We're kind of early.
Your audio sounded really muted again.
Well, it's a little low, Lolita.
Yeah.
Is it? Damn it to hell. I cannot freaking win.
No matter what you do, how many times have you bought new earbuds and stuff since we started this?
Only 1 million, and it's turned all the way up. I don't understand it.
Well, I can still hear you, so it's okay. It's just lower than the rest of us, I think.
Hey, Superior Dreams.
Maybe I'll just go in the house.
Pearl is a lyrical gangster.
Hi, Lip Lock.
Pearl's taking the evening off tonight.
Do I say B Tim?
Yeah, yep. B-Tim's in chat. We love B-Tim.
Sherry.
Yeah, we're gonna be felons too.
Why not?
Feeling a
feeling
a little left out. Yeah, I'm gonna go in a minute.
You gonna do it too, Dino? She's jumping on the train. Come on.
Come on over to the dark side. Yeah, Pearl's not feeling well.
We love you, Pearl.
Everybody welcome Ziggy's paid actress to the chat. We do have the best damn trolls, I swear.
No, and you always catch this stuff. Like, I rarely watch chat. So.
Right? My friends are funnier than your friends.
We really do have the most amazing trolls.
We do. The names are so good.
Hi, Chris.
Mazikeen, hey.
I'm glad you said her name because I was like, I hope I said it right.
I don't know if I said it right. I'm hoping for the best.
Just
threw it
call her
out there.
neighbor. Her name is Neighbor.
Neighbor. Hey,
Okay,
neighbor.
I know what that is.
Neighbor.
Hi, neighbor.
Chris Lee says it. Hey.
Hey, Grandma Sherry.
Butt hairs. That thing
Nico,
cracks
we
me
love
up.
you.
Hi, Nico.
Hey, Nico.
Robin.
Hi.
Hey,
Checking
Jeep girl.
convictions. I love your face.
Hi,
Hey,
Nikita.
Carrie.
So what have I missed? I was watching the Ryan Hall, y'all, all afternoon.
Well, I think Purple's going to start dating her Nightbot. You missed that.
I missed
Hey,
it
I
all
just saw-
too.
I just saw that name, Burnt Butt Hairs. And just
The
for
way
a
she
second, I
says it.
thought. Just for a second, I thought it said burnt britches.
Burnt bridges.
Hey, TJ, say burnt butt hair again.
Burnt butt hairs.
It makes your accent even better.
Burnt butt hairs.
This morning I
Hey,
was
Lisa
reading
Jones.
you, like you were typing Louisville, and when I'm
Hi,
reading
Lorton
it,
girl.
I read it in your
Burnt butt
accent.
hairs. I
I'm
don't
like,
know how I missed your name, honey.
Louisville.
Louisville. Louisville.
No, it's not Louisville.
Louisville.
Louisville. No, stop it.
Hi, cornbread.
She hates that. That's why I said it.
Hey, cornbread. Hey, Matthew.
I love-
No, what's worse is
Hi.
Louisville.
Hey, Matthew.
Yeah.
You can't say Louisville because no. Don't go to Louisville and call them Louisville
See-
because they will kick your ass.
Here in
First
Colorado,
Nightbot
it's called
mistress.
Louisville.
I can't.
Hi, Mr. Sky.
Oh, I cannot.
Perps night. What is night?
Nightbot mistress.
Oh.
Oh, for shits.
Yeah, I like
Nightbot just
somebody.
Just
Lolita, we
cock-punted.
can't hear a word you're saying.
No, all right, hold on.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like
Hey,
you're
Tara.
in a tunnel 500 miles away, but you know.
Nightbot gave Matthew a cunt punch in North Korea. Interesting.
Hey, widow.
The real Barry Meth, or the real Barry Meth, the real Mary Beth is a mod. I can't.
Oh my gosh, Pickle.
Oh, Pickle Peter's been around for a minute. Yeah,
Huh?
they've been around a little bit. Peter's been around.
Pickled peppers.
Hey,
Oh,
Tara.
gosh.
Where the hell are my other earbuds?
Not in that
I
bucket.
know.
Take your head out.
Perps Nightbot mistress. That was funny. I didn't actually see it, but I just saw the comment in Discord of Eliza saying, "I'm worried about you. You said hello to Nightbot 3 times."
You've been looking for love in all the wrong drawers or places.
Chief Girl
Sorry.
said that she now hates Cheez-Its. There was a lot of munching and
Same.
crunching.
Same girl. I couldn't take
gross.
it. I did.
I
I
guess
actually went in
the
for
other
a couple seconds. I kept hearing munching, Cheez-Its, Cheez-Its. I was like, I'm out.
Misophonia be damned, huh? That was
Yeah,
funny.
what the hell? Just a
Oof.
couple clips that I heard.
Hey, Griffey.
Hey, Griffey.
We don't allow races in the chat. We don't allow Pepsis or Cheez-Its in here either.
Yeah,
Awesome.
check that shit at the door, man.
Right.
That's so cool. I'm so
Oh,
happy
there's a
that you
helicopter
guys.
going over. I have to mute.
JBT's in #1 place.
JBT hugged his mom today.
I know,
Yes.
that's so amazing. First
This-
place
Oh, we're
and
so
he has
happy
to
for
see
you,
his mom.
JBT.
Good things.
Got
Good
this,
things are
JBT.
happening.
Hi, Roxy.
Purple thought she was real cute dropping JBT's competitors link just to be a shit. So we've been doing everything we can to help JBT out. How awful is that to do that to somebody's child? Just to be spiteful and horrible.
Hey, Marie.
If you haven't
And
voted
can we
yet,
drop
please
his
vote
link?
for JBT.
Yeah, can
All
we
right.
drop the link to that?
But you know what JBT said when he heard that she did that? JBT
I did.
said, "Oh well,
Such a gracious child.
maybe they really deserve it too." That's was his
That's
answer.
very
Instead of getting
humbling.
mad or upset or whatever, he just said, "Hey, they're probably deserving as well." So
I had
you
4
know,
words.
I
No,
like
fuck
that.
that bitch. I was mad.
No, but
JBT is a class act.
has already won though. JBT
Yeah, but he
is an
really-
amazing human.
He would really like to skate with Tony Hawk.
I know.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
And you guys can make that happen, or you can help make that happen by clicking on his link and going and placing a vote. LipLock
Here,
says she
guys, just
doesn't have
dropping
the
that.
link.
Checking
And if he
convictions has
wins,
it
we're
for
going to
you.
have a party.
There it is.
Well,
down
hey,
there,
Jay
checking
Marie.
Convictions posted it. LipLock.
Yeah, we
Hey,
can
Twisted
pin that.
Sister.
Every 90s kid started skating because of Tony Hawk. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's true.
And oh man, did my boys play the heck out of that Tony Hawk skating video game too? Like,
Oh, mine did too.
Shoot,
Yeah.
I played the heck out of it.
Do we have the right link? Hold on. Let me go grab it.
all right, we'll fix it. No problem. Thanks for letting us know. And Nightbot, could you get over there and vote for JBT, please?
They said
Yes,
that the link
Nightbot.
is bad.
Yeah, we'll get it fixed.
She's grabbing
We
it.
will get you a new link. Hey, Lisa Jones. Yes, Jesse. Ban the damn Cheez-Its.
Yeah, no Pepsis.
Hey, Grammy H. Hey, Eshkiro. Sorry.
Hey, cornbread. Hashtag pluck the pigeon.
Oh, and the walrus. That ass walrus.
Oh, I was dying.
On that one.
You had Julie fucking Applewhite in tears laughing, my friend.
Oh, that was so funny.
Okay, y'all, here is the link. To vote is free.
Did you
can buy
test it?
votes. Yep, I copied it right from the one that I voted with.
I have like 2 hours before I can vote again.
And Jeep Girl, yes, she did.
Hey, Ash Kiro.
What was the comment? I can't see it.
She said,
Good morning.
Say
Yeah.
good morning to Nightbot 3
Hey,
times.
Superior Dreams, Elizabeth.
She did. It might have been more than that, but
Look,
it
it says
was 3
down there in the
times
chat.
before I decided to say something.
Y'all see Sue
I know.
down there in the chat?
I miss all the good fuckery.
I couldn't
She said she'll
listen
be up
past
here in a minute.
the Cheez-It crunching. I was like, I'm out.
Hey, I love
I gave up.
Ulta.
It was everything I could do, but you guys know I make
So
clips, so I gotta hang in there.
Crunching, and then the Cheez-It crunching, and then also the dry hand rubbing. That is worse than the cheese.
Oh, that hand rubbing.
Why would you want to go listen to Cheez-It
Oh.
crunching when you can come over here and listen to my birds?
All right.
I can't stand. I
Rub
can't handle
some
the toe
lotion on
tapping.
those hands.
Clip those.
You know what?
toenails.
That's what she should put on her wish list. Some great
Lotion.
dry hand lotion.
Julie, did you say to clip her toenails?
I think you did want to gross Eliza out. Every time she goes down those steps, you can hear this clitter, clatter, clitter. Like,
Some little pigeon claws.
Yeah, Marlena. That's a little
I agree.
little
That's how
concerning.
she sounds when she scurries along the roof too.
Well, here's my question, and it is like a legitimate question. Why get up and go live before you've even had your breakfast? If Cheez-Its are your breakfast. Why not just wait and eat your breakfast and wake up and have some coffee or soda or whatever the fuck you do, and then go live? I don't understand that.
Or have some oatmeal for breakfast. At least that's quiet to eat.
I think she's looked up to Molly Golightly a lot. Yeah.
I've heard that comparison 3 or 4 times.
Probably. But I just don't. You know what? When I first wake up in the morning, I don't want you to talk to me until after I've had my first cup of coffee. Then we can speak. Which is why I
See,
wake
my
up
mom's
earlier
like
than
that.
my kids, right? Because
I want to.
I don't want to have conversations. I don't want to deal with shit. I want to have my nice peaceful morning, have some coffee. Okay,
I'll
then
make
we
sure
can
to call
communicate.
you on Discord in the morning.
Shoot, I don't even answer client or customer phone calls until 9 a.m. I just don't want to talk to you till then.
Yes, you do. You talk to me. No, I'm joking.
I mean, Discord's different. I'm not actually speaking, which I do check Discord, but I'm having my coffee at that point.
Going live is a lot of work, contrary to popular belief.
It really is. And it can actually be draining. Oh, hey, Nightbot. I love Ulta. Oh, my God. That damn Eliza. She's being ornery this morning, cracking me up. She went into the chat to ask her if she was okay. She said, "You said hi to the Nightbot 3 times."
It was
I saw the screenshot of that. But
legit. You know,
I know. I saw
is,
that
if she
too.
has sugar
Nobody-
problems in the morning, it could have
Nobody
literally
was checking on her.
Right.
Her whole chat just acted like nothing was like that's just normal. I thought somebody should check on her.
Well, the
It is normal
title
for
should have
her.
been the first indicator. And then
Right. The title was slurring.
The title, I wanted to ask about the title, but I thought I had already pushed my luck enough and that was just going to piss her off even more. So I'm just like, yeah.
No, I get it. When your blood sugars are low or high, there are issues with that, right? I've seen that in people. So, I mean, it could have, munching on the Cheez-Its and stuff. I mean, she's done that before when they were low, I think.
Yeah, but
we
people
brought up a really good point
It was a valid question.
that you won't rouse if someone starts talking to you and you're in that state. It's from your blood sugar. You won't rouse from that.
No, you won't.
But as soon as
that's
Heidi
why
or one of them
people
goes
have-
up there and gets her attention, she'll start becoming more and more coherent. That's
They
why
have
it happens like that,
monitors,
because
though.
it's
That's why
not her blood
people
sugar.
have continuous monitors to alert them when this sort of thing happens.
You have to
turn the notifications on.
Yeah, you can't have your notifications muted on that.
No, probably not. Hey, Eskiro. I love your name, Eskiro.
I love Ashkira.
Carrie, it's so funny that you said that about J. Marie almost being her bedtime, because I said this morning it was like 8:30 in the morning, and I said, "Where's J. Marie at? Y'all know she went to bed last night at 8 o'clock. She's got to be up."
Right.
Eskiro. Yeah, Karen Matt, that name. Yeah, she was off her face. Bless her heart.
Bless her.
That's why I just don't understand why you would do morning lives. Do a midday live. Do a lunchtime live.
Sometimes
if you're
you
watching
just gotta
somebody,
know.
maybe do a live while they're down for a nap.
Yeah,
I don't
sometimes
know,
you just
just-
gotta know when to cut that shit. If you don't have nothing to talk about, the conversation ain't flowing, just turn it off. People don't know how to YouTube anymore. It's getting really wild out here. I will go. No, it ain't just Purple. I will go other places and I'll hear. I was watching somebody the other day. Man, they were folding their clothes and listening to music with their kids screaming in the background. What? That's not entertaining.
That's not content.
Not at all.
Unless you
I
like to
heard-
hear kids scream.
I heard
Was the
kids screaming
kid
something real
screaming
inappropriate.
obscenities?
Yeah, that part. Look, your
What-
child said that word.
Racial
You can lie,
slurs.
shout
Wow.
at poo for breaking it down.
That woman didn't flinch. She didn't flinch. Nor did she move.
Nope.
Well, and you have to wonder where that child heard it from and why.
Oh, you don't
Probably the
wonder
woman
that.
that didn't flinch.
The white lady that feels very comfortable using it.
Yeah, that.
Who had a video, and at the end, it
That
was
pisses
like,
me
that's what
off.
happens when your kids listen to Jenna or something like that. So funny.
Or she said, when your kid, this is what happens when you let your kids listen to Jenna. I thought,
True
oh,
that.
that was good.
Hey, so
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
burnt butt hairs
But here's
has a request for you.
what's that?
They would like for you to say, "Go to bed. You're embarrassing yourself."
Go to bed. You're embarrassing yourself.
That never gets old.
Before.
We get people that come in here and want her to say it directly to them and all kinds of stuff.
I know, I get that.
Backwards. I think it's you're embarrassing yourself. Go to
Now
bed.
go to bed.
There you go.
Yeah,
We need to get those things that they put in Build-A-Bears that like record Soup saying that and stick them in our merch shop.
Right.
Make little keychains that they can
I
like
get
pinch
that
and they'll
all the
stick.
time.
Yeah.
When I'm in chats, people asking me, "Can you tell Soup to send me to bed?" I mean, it's like a badge of honor to get sent to bed by Soup.
I love it.
But not when she means it.
Oh man, we just
Please don't
crushed
give
lip
her a
lock
real reason
streams
to.
here.
What, Lolita? What? And
I
what
said
is
we
your,
just
what's your
crushed
picture?
lip lock stream.
It's Lolita. It's her Lolita tattoo.
Oh, okay.
Except there is no Lolita tattoo. Like, where is Lolita anywhere on my body?
Oh, I've got some things to say
It's
about
not
that.
now. You covered it.
With what?
I don't know.
Well, let's go, Soup. Let's do it.
Okay, I've got to get this off my chest. I was spamming our chat earlier. Hold on, I got a burp.
Why am I on? Why am I on solo layout?
I'm showing off
Oh.
your Lolita tattoo.
Oh, I didn't.
Want to know what your picture was.
I thought I might have.
Makes it easier to see.
Yeah.
Now, here's
Looks
the
just
thing.
like you.
Get your face out of the camera. You're scaring me, Marlene. Here's the thing. I went back to listen to that dry live that you conjured up, Ziggy, and you made so many mistakes here. I'm going to, and the people in this sector, the corned beef sector, are going to find out where you found this lady because she's from YouTube. Tell the truth and shame the devil, because I'm going to tell you a couple places where you messed up. Lady, whatever your name was, it was Ziggy's panel. First mistake, well, probably wasn't the first, but
That
it's
was
in when you said, "Are my mods in the chat?" Okay, that's your first mistake. And then you made another mistake. Yes, Ziggy. And they're so worried about Purple, Jenna, you, meaning Ziggy. If you were truly some lady that knew Lolita, like really knew her, none of that would be your concern. I am.
And your.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, and her reason, if that was her reason for stalking Lolita, other YouTubers would be the least of her.
Exactly.
That would be the last thing on her mind.
Exactly. So you've been doing, and you're in bushes now. I know you are. Why don't you come out of the bushes?
Come on up here.
Yeah.
Why don't you show your face?
Oh, and I got blocked from a trouble account. This would have cleared. this up. I asked, why don't you come over and talk to Lola? Oh, I got blocked, didn't I? Because that would have been really awkward for you, wouldn't it, lady? If you would have came over here, hit the link, came up and talked to Lolita, what would have happened? Ooh, that would have been awkward as hell, wouldn't it? Because you don't know her. You come from YouTube. We'll find out who you are. Watch what I tell you. And then it's going to be Ziggy. You found some fool come and play the role. Now, Jenna was going to do this whole thing, but Jenna, I don't know. Jenna fumbled the bag, I guess, and Ziggy said, give it back to me. I found somebody. But there was a lot of fuck ups. And I
so
many.
Well, then she immediately jumped to Jenna's panel and then went up under a different name like they're fucking BFFs.
Because they know each other.
Oh, my phone's ringing. Do you hear it?
Oh, not that.
You better answer it.
I smell Tyler's glamorous.
Can you get a hold of that?
Tyler's.
Don't send them, the washing machine to voicemail.
Send the washing division.
Ziggy, you made a whole mess. You made a whole act of yourself. You really did. You found somebody to play the role of the lady's name. I can't remember. It was weird.
And
J.
for
Edgar
somebody
Hoover or something.
The J.
She called
Edgar
Ziggy her
Hoover came
bestie.
under Jenna's. I don't
J.
think that was her
Edgar
name
Hoover.
on
Ain't
Ziggy's
that
side.
an attorney or something?
Yeah, it was.
See?
No, that's no.
No.
Wait a minute. I've heard the J. Edgar Hoover.
Go back in history.
Yeah.
St. Kennedy's.
Isn't that an
I believe it was
FBI
a
agent?
President, huh? I
Something
don't know.
like
I'll have to
that.
look it up.
Yeah, FBI.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
he was
FBI.
director
That's
of
what
the
I thought.
FBI, like
I'll find
mid
Bo
60s
Deagle.
to late 60s.
That was,
I think.
this person thought a
Yeah.
lot of themselves, but went on Jenna's panel and said, hey, let's just put this all, we could just put this all to rest, and wanting Lolita to go over there and show her face. Well, you've been stalking our channel, bitch. She's
has
shown her
shown
face plenty of times.
And for
Where's
somebody
yours?
who's supposedly
Where's your face?
stalking me, what the hell? Okay,
It's fucking creepy.
A princess. It's I don't even know where to start with this. Like the obsession with sugar skulls. Have you guys ever seen anything even remotely besides a tattoo, which has nothing to do with sugar skulls? It's not even a sugar skull. It was from the movie The Book of Life.
Yes.
I think I explained this.
He did. Yep. Thank you, Ashkira.
Hoover was the head of the FBI and targeted MLK.
Martin Luther King.
Okay, I knew he was an FBI guy. Yeah. But the obsession with princess stuff and
forget
for
about
10 years.
Forget about Hoover. I'm going to find Bo Deedle. Okay. Anybody know who Bo Deedle is?
I don't.
Well, Lolita, at this point, if that woman was everything that she says that she is, I don't blame you for keeping your kid away from that psycho.
You know what my kid actually said? If that would be me, I would be getting a restraining order.
Right?
Well, and I went into Jenna's chat under a troll account and I was asking very specific questions. And you know what I got?
Trolling?
Oh, And I couldn't get one answer. She would not answer one of them because she didn't fucking know. It was so scripted. It was not funny.
Yeah, you can only ask questions that are within the script.
Yeah, the other night there was a lot going on, so I had to watch that again. Yeah, to really see everything that was. It was crazy.
I heard what she said, and it doesn't match up. It's not true.
The age of the child doesn't match up. Nothing matches up.
The father of the child doesn't match up.
You're right. The father of the child does not match up.
Oh.
But nice try, Ziggy. Way to give it your go. We tried to tell her this already, but she just really went with it.
Here's a spoiler alert. I have heard the voice of the child's father.
Plenty of times, right?
Right.
It was not that person that was speaking on Ziggy's Live in the background saying they were calling. Oh my God.
Sorry, that was Bo Deedle on the line. No, I'm kidding. If anybody's been keeping up with the Real Housewives in New Jersey, they would get it.
Furthermore, in this whole thing, he's the only income in the house. How many times have I been on with you guys when I was paying his bills? And he would interrupt,
How many times have you said?
Yes, it's much.
Yeah, that's what I thought. How many times have you said he's bugging the shit out of me because he's at home or whatever, or he calls you on his break, right?
When he's at work, he's not even on break. He works in a lab, so he can just kind of, when he's not doing something like right at this second, he can kind of just walk away and call. That's all he does all freaking night. Calls over everything. There's a nail in the tire. Okay.
And since you have called him Chad for that behavior, they sure picked up on that and thought it was a fact, didn't they?
Well, you know how what's her TJ? You know how when they go out to eat, TJ. Is TJ here?
Yes, I'm here.
I mean, I know you're here, but are you listening?
Yes, I'm
Chad
listening.
and Karen, what names do you and your husband give when you guys go out to eat or you go someplace and you have to give your name?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I missed that.
You told the story like when you guys go out to eat and you have to give your name for a reservation.
Oh, yeah. He always says his name is Winston.
Winston, that's what it is. That's what we do, Chad and Karen.
Oh, he's a goober.
A Chad is a male version of a Karen.
Oh, hell.
But you guys know what his real name is.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's not Chad.
Yeah, and it's not Chad.
God,
and
no,
it's not
Chad. It's so
It's
far
also
off.
not Mr. Lolita. Just
No,
putting
we
that out
don't
there.
emasculate our men like that.
I would never emasculate. He emasculates himself. He does a pretty good job of that.
Gosh, Lolita.
So
Hey Shay, good to see you.
Hey Shay.
Hey Shay. I didn't watch Goofy's live, so that lady went over to Moon's too.
Yeah.
Oh God. So she's on a tour. Look, lady, you are
As soon as she finished with Ziggy, she jumped right over to Jenna's panel. And Jenna had, of course, been streaming the whole thing.
Yeah, of course she has tragedy pimp. She never had any, and just like Jenna. I mean, my God, she was working with Jenna. What does that tell you? You ain't got no credibility. It's shot dead in the water.
Hey, Annabella.
My favorite ditch donkey.
Right.
I just love that girl.
No, I
Hey,
agree,
Yanni.
Soup. They lost so much credibility through the whole thing. And
they lost credibility
people
a long
are
time
on
ago.
It. People are on it. People have already sent links.
Oh yeah,
we know.
Yeah.
And shout out to you all who was watching, who wasn't being rocked to sleep. Man, y'all are amazing.
I mean, we weren't even off our live, and we had so much. So much intelligence and
so many people were like,
inbox.
Let me tell you where she slipped up. Did you catch this? Let me show you what I found. Ooh, big oopsie here. And I'm like, wow, y'all are amazing.
Well,
people
even
with
people finding her on other panels.
Here's the thing that they didn't think about is that it would have been one thing to just like go up and insinuate, but when they said Lolita from Circle Jerk, they tied themselves into a slander. Had they kept it, just then we couldn't have said anything, right? They could have been talking about anyone, but they tied it into Lolita from Circle Jerk.
Yeah.
Well, here's the one thing that's really kind of fucked up, right? Go for Lolita. They brought the same information they brought out before, found some freaking idiot to come up on panel, pretend, whatever. But then to go and call somebody's place of employment over who you think this person might be and pretend to be somebody wanting to employ them.
Oh, get into
You
it,
got
sis.
fucking problems.
Get into it.
Fucking problems.
Well, I don't think they really called the actual place because
No,
if
they
did, that is not how that works.
That woman doesn't have a job anymore. I can guarantee you
I
that.
had to verify so many people's past employment, with
But
my
you
company.
would be surprised
and
how many people
you
do it
cannot
underhanded.
say what they said. You cannot. Absolutely.
No, you can't.
You can verify dates of employment.
That's
and
all
you
you're
can
allowed to verify.
You can also verify whether or not they're rehireable with a
That's
yes
it.
or a no.
You cannot
But people
say
do it
that
underhanded. They
person
do it off
is
the record.
under investigation. You can't do all that. You have to say whether you believe that they're hireable. You can't say, oh my God, let me tell you what she did when she worked here. You can't do that. You're not allowed to. So that right there, y'all just fumbled the ball every which way.
And
Yes,
if they
and
really
that's true,
did
Queen
call
OG.
some place of
This is true.
employment, if they really called some place of employment and that is really what they were told, now you may have just cost somebody their job over not even the right person.
And might have cost somebody their job, whoever answered the phone that day.
No, do you think
gave out
Ziggy
that
gives
information.
a shit?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I do this every day for a living. I have past or employers call me at least 2-3 times a week from past employees.
Right.
And that's all I can say is I verify dates they worked for me, and I can tell them if I would hire them again or not.
Right.
That's all I can say.
And here's Carrie, the queen of HR.
Yep, she is. Just like TJ said, that's all you can do. You can't go into a gossip session with this person.
You
only
can't, but
thing
I
that
will tell you
Ziggy-
from my experience, some people do it.
Yeah.
They'll say off the record, da 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 da.
You can get a little more inquisitive with their personal references, but not when verifying employment. But yeah, you can ask some more questions to people that they've listed as personal professional references. So yeah,
the only thing that Ziggy proved to me was the same thing that she's been proven over and over for the last year. She's a petulant child. Good job, Zig.
Yeah, I'd like
got
Ziggy
somebody
to email us the name of the person she called of the company.
Courtney, it said.
Reach out. Do we know the company name?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen. I think.
Yeah, I have the
when she
entire
answered.
recording.
Yeah.
And then she asked something about, can you pull a FOIA on child
support?
I'm like, wait, whoa. You, lady, are supposed to be married to the man that has the child with Lolita, which you ain't.
I think honestly that they were trying to imply that they had that info because you can't pull it from a FOIA, but you'd have to be in the case in order to have that info. I think that's what they were trying to get at, but it was a big miss.
But if you were wanting to prove your point, why wouldn't you prove your point?
Then you prove
Prove
your
it.
point without a
nothing.
FOIA. Yeah, it's just
No, the only way to get child support information, you have to know the other party and you
Yep.
have to know your case number
Yep.
and you have to give them your name, your birth date, the last four of your social, and your case number. That is the
Well,
only way you get
and it can be
information.
and it can be
no, I
done
think you
online.
have to be one of the parties. So
Yes,
You
if
that's what
do.
I'm
she is
saying.
married to said person, then
She
Yes,
has that
he should have
information.
all the information.
She would
She should have
definitely have it.
everything. I
yes.
mean,
That I
shit, my
think that
kid's
was I
26.
think that was the point she was trying to make. Here's the thing. I think that this woman could possibly really be looking. She's a weirdo, but I think she could really be looking for somebody. Um, maybe her ex's ex-wife, but it isn't Lolita. That's what I think.
Well,
I
And
don't think so.
yeah.
Just
well,
based
I
on
know
what I've saw.
this is true because then they have. I went there and I forgot because then there was a bunch of other bullshit to show that she's been stalking Lolita, but then she tried to tie it in like she actually knew this stuff, which meant that she's full of shit. I keep.
Grammy
I
8
tried to
says
give her the
read the
benefit of
chat.
the doubt.
Grammy, I missed. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was supposed to read.
Yeah, she said read the chat. I'm
If you
reading.
could put it back in again, I'll read it.
Well, checking conviction said they slipped up a lot when it came to the law and how it works. The IRS will not allow you to
Yeah.
go notice. Yes,
Not at
that was
all.
another
Small
big one.
potatoes in the IRS. Now come on.
Nothing
Yeah.
is small potatoes in the IRS.
Not at all.
But Ziggy, I'm gonna let you know this now. Fair use, educational purposes. I recorded a lot of that live, the meat and potatoes of it, and I'm gonna be breaking it down and I'm gonna be showing everybody where you messed up. Watch this, okay? Just want you to know that. Solo dolo.
I think y'all have a date now, Zig. Good luck.
Yeah, and
Well,
tits.
she
She
was
has
so
actual
proud of
lawyers.
herself. Yeah.
Did
She
you see
really
how
was.
she was raging though when like people were like, making it apparent that they're not believing her.
Yeah, she got mad.
She started screaming. Oh, hey, Ari.
And when your washing machine rang,
I know when my washing machine rang.
Do we have that video that you made?
I thought they were referring to when my phone rang during the live. But
Well,
no,
my
it
phone
was-
rang too, but I was on my phone, so you didn't hear it. It muted me
Yeah.
out.
Mine rang, and the way I can prove it, that's what it was, as opposed to what Ziggy was. It wasn't actually my phone ringtone. It was the Messenger, Facebook Messenger. Somebody was calling me through that app, and if you've ever gotten that, you know exactly the ringtone it is.
The ringtone.
And yes, vestiges, and these people have seen my kids millions of times.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's a proud
I do
mama.
I do not have blonde hair, blue-eyed babies.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, we know what all of our
I got a
kids
couple.
look like. We know what each other's kids all look like.
Yep.
And I
We
will
do
tell you
share
that
those
she doesn't
photos
have a
amongst us.
17-year-old. Was it
What did you say,
17 they were saying? Was it
I couldn't
17
hear
she
what you
was
said.
saying it was a 17-year-old?
Yes.
Yeah. And you don't have one.
Nope. Not yet. Yeah, anyway. She screwed up saying the IRS said the hubby's info was right on the filing. So how does somebody magically know all the wages and taxes withheld? And to forge somebody's name on an IRS check, you had better believe the IRS is going to come down on you with the wrath of Khan.
I mean, who gets an IRS check much anymore anyway? It's
A
typically
paper
direct
check.
deposited. Not many
Right.
people even get paper checks anymore.
Who gets married without getting divorced?
Tiffany
Well,
Marie gets
that's
paper
true too.
checks.
That was a whole nother thing. Oh my God. Oh, but he wasn't really divorced. Wait, what? You thought you married him, but he wasn't divorced yet?
Carrie!
Yawn love? What was that?
I was just thinking
Hey,
about you the
Carrie.
other day. Sorry. I saw Carrie. I was just thinking about her the other day.
You sounded so damn excited.
I am excited. No, I was wondering where she's at because we haven't seen her in a couple lives. When people disappear,
That's how I sound
I
when I
get
get
nervous.
shoes as gifts.
I'm always afraid that like somebody's sick or whatever. That one time she disappeared and it's because she fell off of a ladder and like obliterated her arm and needed surgery.
I mean, in my opinion, I think they're doing all of this in hopes that you dox yourself because I don't think they honestly know anything about you, right? So they want you to dox yourself so they can look it up. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'll
No,
get
you
right
know?
on that.
No.
I
Mm-mm.
don't give a shit if you say I'm Charles freaking Manson.
I mean, I care.
Okay.
I don't think I'd like
Well,
to
I mean,
associate with you if you're
I
Charles
care because
Manson.
isn't Charles Manson is dead.
Charles
No,
Manson
is he?
never killed anybody.
Did he die?
Yeah,
Oh.
finally.
But you're right. He didn't kill anybody, but he made other people kill people for him. So
Yeah, but no, my
I
point
would
is,
care.
I
I would
don't. You're
care.
not gonna shame me off of this platform, and we have not said a single lie on this panel about anything. What did we lie about Ziggy about exactly?
Well, and here's what I encourage everyone. If Lolita or Lady CG ever asked you for a dime, let us know.
Yeah,
Right
when?
now.
When has she ever
Yeah.
asked for anything? I've got
Never.
questions because she ain't.
Never.
Yeah.
Hell, if any of us have, please put it in the chat.
Or when have I even like sad fished or tried to say, but
You got
Woe
too
my
is
much
house.
me.
pride to do that. You would never. And the time I've known you, no. All of your
Hell
money,
no, she would get a
besides,
second job if she needed to before she
besides
would
her
come to
bills, it
YouTube.
goes to feeding stray cats. Okay. It doesn't. She doesn't ask for any help from anybody. But Ziggy, I see the reach. Okay. You're embarrassed because you got called out, and
Lo-
now it's just a vendetta. That's all it is. And you're embarrassing yourself. Like what you pulled the other night was so embarrassing. Go ahead.
Lolita is who Ziggy wishes she could be, but she doesn't have the motivation to be anybody but a little recliner sitter.
It's true. Yeah. I mean, we can't even get Lolita to sit still during our fucking lives.
Yeah, somebody mentioned earlier heroin. I think it was Carrie said something about heroin. Come on now, she's too busy. Meth, maybe meth. No, this girl is always moving.
Meth
Yeah,
straight
she's
from
always
Ben
on the
Hill.
go, going here, going there, doing this for somebody, doing that, driving home, doing
Fred, he'll
whatever.
send you
I
a
mean,
package.
we were on before we went live. She's making nectar for the fucking hummingbirds.
I know. I was checking
Listen to
on
her
it
now.
now
She's doing
because
something right now.
I had to fill up a bowl because I made it too hot, so I have to set it in a bowl of cold water to cool it down, so they don't burn their little tongues.
Are we talking
No,
about the
there's
bats again?
the hummingbirds. There's a lot to
Oh.
do, and I'm only one person.
Oh, thank you, Checking Convictions. We think you're pretty great too.
Oh, I love checking convictions.
I know. She's a
Sorry,
smart
guys.
lady.
I'm not watching
And I
chat at the
saw,
moment.
I'm just going to address this for a second. So Queen OG said she was relieved when she was doxxed. And I can get that, right? Because you don't have to protect anything anymore. Here's my thought. People are always like, why don't you come under your real name? Why don't you da da da? I have nothing to hide. I have a lot to protect. I have a whole real life to protect. So
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I mean, I won't even let my kids go on social media and say what state they're in, what their real name is, anything about themselves, right? They're allowed to say their fake name and they're allowed to say they're from the US. That's it. So why would I do things differently?
And what the fuck does anybody have to prove anyway?
Right? I'm not getting money from anybody. This isn't a job. This isn't. I mean, I guess I would get if you guys were paying my bills. Maybe.
That was another screw up. They said that we were monetized.
We are not monetized.
We could be, but we're not. Could you imagine how many jerks? That would be a mess. We ain't doing it.
No.
No, and then
Nightbot drops our cash apps, but those aren't. We don't really get cash apps.
Yeah.
I got some on my birthday. That was it.
Yeah, and it
But I mean, it's not something that we. Yeah, it's not something that we expect for sure.
Well,
And we
no,
don't
the
sit
thing is,
and try to get them. You know,
people ask frequently for certain cash apps. So I put them in the Nightbot because mine's not in there. You won't see my cash app in there. I took it out forever ago. I thought because yours is like the most requested. You and Pearl and
No.
Eliza.
No,
because of all the editing and stuff.
Usually,
you guys do a lot of work. You deserve some
go
cash apps.
live, then people will, if they feel like it, they'll cash at me because I'm not monetized on my channel either.
Oh,
they
you
say
know
my
what?
content is too controversial.
Soup went live once when eggs were like so expensive, and I cashed after and told her go buy some eggs.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, real quick, is Scott H in chat?
I haven't seen him yet today.
He might be working at his menswear emporium.
I'm curious because y'all know I'm a local, but I didn't watch the news this morning or the evening news. I was just curious if the thing with Fred Hill made the news.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you see he called Hawkins last night?
Yep.
And corrected the bail situation. I guess it's not 2.5 million. It was 25,000 each charge for a total of 50,000. Nice guy.
Yeah, that's
did
Ziggy's
he get
buddy.
distributing
That's Ziggy's
charges?
buddy, y'all. Fred Hill, y'all remember him? He's the one that took her to the bones. Yeah, he's like the coolest guy ever, according to Ziggy.
He's so nice. He's so
Guys,
nice.
so
I'll bring my
nice.
daughter there.
Guys,
Did you
I really
see-
believe him. He's honest, guys.
Dino posted a clip a little bit ago. Fred Hill has her old phones. Well, now I guess the feds have them. How fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, she gave her old phones.
Well, I'd say how stupid to bring your child, but
So now we have true crime channels. Okay, channels that claim they're for victims and they cover missing children, babies. These kids are babies. And we have one running around with a meth dealer who has her old phones, who's a suspect in a missing child's case himself.
Right,
And then there's another one who has legitimate registered sex offenders on her panel who talks about a 13-year-old's private parts.
Yep. Mm-hmm. She never done
I'm sorry, who's that?
Purple.
Oh.
Did you miss Six Ups Live? Oh,
I must have missed it.
You need to watch Six Ups Live. Let me tell you, Six Up went down the rabbit hole of Fat Dan, and that's what he's called. I'm not fat shaming him. Even if I was, I wouldn't care because he's sick. Anyway, yeah, she went down the rabbit hole of this guy called Fat Dan, And
And
AD actually knows him. And he was in 6-Up's chat that night or day that she was showing all the clips of Dan and what he was saying. He's very sick. But yeah, that's the one Purple had on her panel. That's the one that
Whoa.
Heidi spoke to for a couple hours, giving him her information and information of others. Yeah.
Oh, I found my
that's the
plug-in
one that
earbuds.
they said
I know
that
you're
we
talking about
were.
the mask guy or whatever you
Yep.
call him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they said we were disabled shaming by mentioning that he had a GIMP mask, which is an actual
Yeah.
term.
Yeah. He's the one who had to have the social worker read his emails, which for me, when he said that, was the first red flag, but it flew
Right.
above the pigeon's head. Shout out to the real cornbread.
And
I
then
wonder if
when
he's
we
even supposed to
questioned
be on
it,
social media.
Heidi, came out the next live and like, oh, I had a long conversation with him and he's good people.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
there you
I
go.
think that just goes to show
There's
you don't truly know anybody on this platform. Why give out your real info? Why invite them into your real life?
Especially
you don't
one
fucking know these people.
Especially one that says that he has to have a social worker read his mofo emails. I mean, come
Right.
on.
well, and then he talked about masturbation on their panel as
Yes.
well.
Oh God.
And
Yeah.
they
But what I
didn't
don't get
get a clue then.
is what freaking weirdo ass grown woman in her 50s, knocking 60, who's married, gives her phone number or even has phone calls with internet strangers.
Good
Oh,
Who the
question.
hell does that?
Let's
Let
also
me
not
answer
forget
Art
the
for
very
Life
first
real
day.
quick. Art for
very
Life
first day.
Pearl's okay, honey. She's not been feeling good this week. Sorry, I just wanted to let Art for
Yeah,
Life.
no, she's okay, but she's been dealing with something for a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, but our queen will be back.
So can somebody tell me this? Did Heidi give him her real info? Or
I don't know.
other
They probably
people's
used
real info?
WhatsApp. But here's the thing that they did do. Don't forget that they gave him, when they met him and he talked about being in the UK and being some kind of troll hunter or whatever, they gave him somebody's info that lives in the UK and he was going to check into it. And, they gave the real info, name and everything. And they put it in the back chat, though, guys.
Yeah,
But
back
the
chat.
dude
There are
doxed
clips.
it,
It's not
right?
like we're making it up.
No. The dude doxed it right away. He's like, oh, okay. So blah, blah, blah. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Like as if he was writing it down, copying it out of the back chat. But he's talking out loud on a live panel. So that's how I know for sure they absolutely did that.
Oh, yeah.
Like the first day, they knew this guy is wearing a mask, for Pete's sake, because he doesn't want people to recognize him.
And then a month later, we
that's
see
scary.
him
That's
speaking
scary.
sexually about a 13-year-old. I mean, that's...
Wait a minute. Brenda Lee said, sorry, we're switching back and forth between dumbasses. Brenda Lee says that Ziggy, she also said she will support Fred while in jail unless he had something to do with Summer missing. I don't doubt it.
She can't support herself.
Oh my God.
How the fuck is she going to support
How's she going to
Fred?
support him?
Oh. You see why we made a YouTube channel, y'all? There's too
Lord.
much. There's
too much shit to talk about.
Too much. Oh, wow.
I don't support anybody because everybody's still a suspect. And until we know, I mean, I will say I did cash app Laura one time and tell her stop talking to Ziggy, but she didn't accept it, so it got sent back to me after a period of time.
It was probably the wrong Cash App. She changes her name so often on there. Why?
Which is weird. Because it was
Sandra
the
Neal
one
said,
I
of course, you always support your
previously.
dealer, right?
What you got to do? Check and you got to smoke. Is that what that means? But yeah. Hey, Breeze.
So
saw
I
you
think
in the
that's a
comments.
fart emoji.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking.
If it was cracking asses, I would say, yeah, she's got to go fart. Oh, Lord.
Hey, Breeze.
And Justin got caught being a little bitch sending them screenshots to Ziggy.
Oh, what happened?
We
What
see you, Justin. You're messy. He was circling our chat that night, taking screenshots and circling them and sending them to Ziggy. And she was putting them up, but it still had his name in the chat bar. You dumbass.
Justin,
Are you fucking
you're
serious?
Such a
Yeah, he's a messy heifer.
You are,
Wow.
Justin. You know what, Justin? You remind me of one of those. You're such a fence rider. You your ass has got to be chapped all the time.
Hope you get splinters.
Yeah, because you don't know, you never know where you stand, and people like you just stay away. I don't like people like that, and
He
I'll
flip
tell you.
flops so much.
But that's all he does. And people who want to be a friend to everybody, you're a friend to nobody.
No, because when we first called Ziggy out, he was all in our
Oh,
chat.
he was,
here.
wasn't
Fuck, he was a
he?
mod at
He
the
was
time.
right here. I mean, he was cheering it on. And then he's, back. I can't stand people like that. Like, you see him, I ain't going to say nothing to you. I see you where I see you. Don't think I don't. But yeah, I see people like that all the time. They're like, yeah, it's horrible what so and so did. Then you see them in another chat. Yeah, it's like, come on. Do you know how you look?
She
Well,
was gonna
it's
go for him the
irritating.
one day, and I had to talk her out of it over that Michelle Bean live.
Oh
Go on,
God, I
Liz.
remember that.
Yep.
She was like, Justin has ruined my life. I should just end it now. I'm like, calm down.
It's irritating though that he, does all this investigating. He can find Jose.
He
All
didn't,
the
though.
things. I know. I see.
I see you.
He should join the gutter ninjas.
But goes along with the shit she was doing the other night regarding Lolita. He can't see the holes and all of that. How
He's
blind
so
are you?
desperate to get in with the Wells, to get Dawn on his anything Summer Wells, because he's one of the only people
Dawn
who
isn't
still
going
go
near Ziggy,
who
so
still
that
go
isn't
live
the right
about
avenue. Dawn,
Summer all the time because people were making crazy money off of Summer. And the only reason people watch was because of Summer. Other than that, these channels cannot do true crime. They hit, like Molly Golightly said, or whoever the hell said it. They're cash cow. It's all about keeping up appearances so you can get the information to go live with it to make bank. That's all it is. When Summer Wells is found or this case is over, none of these people are going to associate with each other. Their channels are going to die. They're not going to make money. Nobody's going to tune in. And they don't want to
welcome them to the corned beef sector.
And they know this. Yeah.
Can
They're
I,
not
while
allowed.
we're on that topic for a second, can I show something that I did with the photo that they just released on the age progression, and then also with Art for Life sketch? I laid them over.
Yeah,
you can do
one
anything you want.
Yeah, that
all right,
woman
here it is.
didn't look like her to me. It looked like a 12-year-old.
Look.
Yep.
This
I said
is
the same thing.
Art for Life sketch laid over the age progression photo. The only real difference, everything absolutely lined up when I laid them over. This is like, you can see the transparency so that you can see this. The nose, everything lined up, except in Art for Life sketch, Summer's mouth is closed here, which kind of gives more prominence to the cheekbones, and the other one, the face was the cheekbones looked a little, I don't know, a little more filled out because she had a open mouth smile, and the hairstyle is different. This shows if she had some bangs coming down. Um, but I just wanted to point that out for everyone, TM, that was booing about Art for Life sketch, how dead on it was compared to the official one out of Missing and Exploited Children's
Of
site. I
course,
think
Art
that's where
for
that one
Life
came from.
is a legitimate forensic artist.
That was my whole
right.
my whole
Oh,
point. But
I
that is
think
laid
hers
over
is
the
so
one
much
they just
better.
released.
Yeah, Art for Life is so much better.
And
They should
ours
employ
is
her.
seems truer to her age that she would be now. The one from TBI, that the age is way off. She looks like that picture looks like she's probably 10 or 11 years old. It's not accurate to me, in my opinion.
Yeah, but they only do those about every 2 years, so they might be shooting for, I don't know. I do believe that Art for Life kept the more I don't know the right word for it, but the youthful appearance rather than but the other photo is really good too. And you notice how much she looks like her older brother,
Yes.
in that. So
her mom too.
yeah.
Art for Life actually offered to sketch a portrait of us all together. I think I did mention that before, but we have to, I guess, all get on the same page. Wait,
Okay.
TM left
awesome.
you lovely comments today telling you to remove your sketches immediately. I hope you told her to fuck directly
remove
off.
yourself.
That's what I was going to
Immediately.
say.
Just get the fuck
She
out of
doesn't
here.
control things.
You should send those to the TBI and have them officially release them.
Yeah, see, that was the same thing I said, Art for Life. I thought the photo looked great too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was because I knew that TM had said a lot of crap. I
agree,
was like,
Morris.
let me go ahead and try this real quick and see how similar and close they are. And I was like, it was even more so than I had realized without laying them atop one another like that.
Yeah,
We
and
makes
like
a valid
Morris
point.
said, it's more childlike. TBI looks too old. Yeah, I guess because someone said they only do them every couple of years. But
I thought the TBI one, it definitely looked several years older, in my opinion.
It's the
And
big
maybe
teeth.
it was because of the
It's the
smile
teeth.
and the
I'm
teeth.
telling you, it's the teeth. That's it. If they had done her
lip lock. I fucking love lip lock. God.
I was gonna say something. I forget what I was gonna say.
I tried to go out back and I was picking some weeds and I got myself kicked out of here because apparently the Wi-Fi doesn't like the backyard.
Yeah, I know. I got that mesh kit so I could freaking live stream my hummingbirds, and then it doesn't work anyway. Or no, they're called pods. I guess it's not a mesh kit anymore. They're pods. Fuck, what the hell was I gonna say? I don't know. It'll come back to me, I guess.
I'm fucking dead. Okay.
I thought the jaw was a little full. Oh, my comments jumped. Jaw was a little full, but I also thought that Summer may be wider if she's properly fed and cared for.
And that's true.
But actually, they lined up pretty damn
Breeze.
close. There's
I
not
am
much difference.
golden, Breeze. How are you doing?
I guess in the Summer case, I don't know. I stopped watching the last few days because there's so much misinformation, and then to
I stopped
continue to put
watching
it out,
months
but then
ago.
than to, discourage somebody who went through and tried to do this, progression of her. I don't know. I don't know. And I actually was watching a newer creator today who's in the Summers case, and she's new. She has a lot to learn. But she was like, why does anyone care that we talk about Summer every day? Because we're keeping her name out there. Okay, and I get that as long as you're not putting misinformation out and you're not putting just your thoughts and opinions and unsubstantiated whatever, then okay, do it. I have no problem with you keeping her name out there. I think it needs to be kept out there. It's just when it's day after day after day after day. And the thing is like, okay, let's just take Ziggy, for instance, because we've seen her dox how many people in that area. What if people started doxing her and then everybody associated with her? Would that be okay? No, because they're not her.
Right. Or, oh, well, she hangs out with a meth dealer.
Right.
Now the internet's going to
they
call
lived close.
CPS.
Oh, they knew the Wells 10 years ago. Let's look up their info and put it all out. Oh, who are their family members? Who's this? Who's that? And it all gets put out there. And to me, that's not okay. It's not okay to continue to dox people that you have no idea that they had anything to do with this. Just because, one of their uncles lived in the vicinity. That's not okay.
I wanted to. Hey, Kim.
Why is Kim in our chat?
Why the fuck is Kim in our chat? Because she's my friend. Anyway, so I wanted to address Cindy's comment right here. There's TBI didn't do that. Hawkins County didn't do that. It's the database that holds all the missing children.
The National Unexploited Children.
Yes, they're the ones that do that, and they do it after a child. Because I researched into this a little while ago. It's after somebody is missing for 2 years, then they, especially a child, will do an age progression. So it takes about 2 years, and so that's why they did it. Because, well, tomorrow it'll be sadly 2 years that she has been missing.
Well, and here's what I think. I know there are a lot of people who don't agree with Summer's Day, some do. I don't care how you choose to remember, how you choose to do it. Just don't bash. Don't have drama lives. Don't fucking have bullshit lives. You know what? Go on. Have a fundraiser for missing exploited children.
And don't think that you're going to stream anywhere near Summer's Day because
No.
a couple of us might be there.
Yes.
Right?
If we'll see you streaming with a camera, God help you.
It's not about clicks and views. It's not about money. It's not about... I mean, I would hope that, you're wanting to do lives and stuff for her tomorrow. Not the people there, but other people. Take off your monetization. Go a day without it.
Well, and don't go
or
to
do a
Summer's Day
fundraiser.
and
Do
stream
a
it.
fundraiser.
That's not going to go over.
No.
Do not go
Because
to
the
Summer's Day
kids
and
there,
stream it.
they don't deserve to have somebody say, oh, that's this person. Oh, okay, let's look them up. Okay, who's their family? Okay.
Well,
just because they went to Summer's Day. And that's what happens with these crazy ass fucking YouTubers. And on that note, did you guys see the whole JLR thing?
No, I missed it.
Oh my God, yes.
He
I
showed
heard about
up
it.
at Candace's
Scott's
hotel room in Arkansas, filming that hotel, filming the car, filming the license plates, the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. Knocks on the door, Candace answers, and he goes, "Where's Summer? Where's Summer?"
That's
You're fucking
his thing.
crazy.
Where's Summer Wells? He's going to get shot.
I hope they press charges. Somebody needs to do this. And I get it. You want to be a journalist, whatever. But I don't see the media fucking
They
doxing
don't.
people like this.
No. He is crossing so many lines here, like ethical lines. You can't just do that. And honestly, I'm surprised he's gotten this far without getting hurt.
So am I. I cannot believe someone didn't kick his ass yet.
He's not a big guy. For
That's what I
what
was
it
thinking. He's a
appears to
pretty
be.
tiny man.
I'm sorry, that motherfucker shows up in our area.
He reminds me of
Not
Powder.
going to be good.
Do you guys remember that movie, Powder?
Mm-mm.
Well, here's
With
my
like little
thought,
pale
though.
guy.
I feel like as a YouTube creator, you have to, and he did this all on a live, and you have to know what you're inciting. So now you've just put out their location. What if you have some crazy person who is dead set they had something to do with it, and they try to go take him out? How do we get justice for Summer? We don't.
Yay! Kim might take a trip to Cripple Creek this weekend. Do y'all remember what that is?
Yep, Pearl.
Of course, that's
The
my
home of
whorehouse
Pearl
that I work at.
DeVere.
I know, I need to meet up with Kim. We're not that far apart.
You really should. She's really cool.
I know. I'm going to do it someday.
And then you'll meet up with her and say, "Why the fuck is Kim in Colorado?"
Right?
No, Kim does seem like she would be fun to hang out with. Maybe I'll tag along.
Right? Come to Colorado.
You
we
gotta
can have
bring
a
me
whole
Ladies,
too.
I
meetup.
hate to, but I have got to jump down. And why is Kim in my chat? I'm just kidding.
Right?
I'm joking. Good to see you. All right, y'all. I got to go
Night
out
suit.
tonight.
She's got to go
Soup.
watch her shows or something.
Good night,
Yeah.
Soup.
Good night.
Good night.
What's Shay talking about? The now privated video? Oh, of JLR? Is that what she's talking about? I will tell you, Dietz has it. So Dietz did a video today. She put it all out before he privated it. And she was asking a legitimate question because, you know, he claims to be media, da da da. Is this what media does? In my opinion, no.
No, they have ethics that they have to abide by. Journalistic ethics. It's like an entire class if you actually go to school for journalism or know anything about journalism.
Well, I'm just trying to think. Have we ever seen like Brian Etten or some media like literally beating and doxing people with their license plates, the hotel they're at? Like I could see you go knock on the door, okay, but now you've just doxed where they're at, the city, what hotel they're at. You're showing their car, you're showing their license plates, you're showing their room number, and there's
Well, he's a
fucking crazy
professional
people.
troll,
Exactly.
like
He's fucking
JLR.
crazy.
You know, he always seemed to be like over medicated to me, but now I'm like wondering if there's something missing, perhaps.
Yeah, probably. You mean JLR missing?
Yeah, like he was
Yeah, no,
always
I
so
think so.
robotic, but he's still, I don't want to even say quirky because it's not a quirk. It's like, I can't put it into words.
Yeah,
Honest to
but
God,
if you've
I-
ever watched, I will say, I'll give props to Dietz. Dietz did some videos, actual
Mhm.
proof of his background. And just knowing the background, and then that's who you want involved in your child's case? No. I don't
Right.
want
Well,
that
that all
person
came
involved
out
in
when
my
he
life
was
whatsoever.
in the Watts case. He had those
Oh, he was
Facebook
the
groups that
biggest
he
fucking troll in the Watts case.
trolling a dead woman
Yep.
and her children.
And the shit coming out of his mouth was insane. Just, oh God, it was so crazy. It was so cringe.
We had a mass people fall off the panel.
Who all fell
Lolita's
I'm
off?
sorry.
gone.
I had to deal with my
Lolita's back
dog real
now.
quick, but I'm all settled back in here now.
You're
know, I
right.
just-
Didn't this happen before recently?
Yeah, she just started. It was right around Easter. She started having seizures from her blood sugar dropping. So I've started giving her peanut butter
Oh, is that what it was?
spoonfuls throughout the day to kind of keep her blood sugar regulated a little bit better. Yeah, because when it's hot, she doesn't want to eat.
Yeah, I almost missed it.
So I
Private
got
chat makes my screen freeze up, so I almost didn't even see it.
Yeah, she's okay now,
Poor
though.
baby.
Feel better, TJ.
Oh, love you, TJ.
Oh, I just saw her
Goes
comment.
TJ
Yeah,
jumping
feel
off.
better.
Okay, TJ,
Yeah.
we'll talk to you later.
You're still my spirit animal, too, Carrie. My little trouble.
I know, right? Hawkins County swears this is not a cold case.
Charlie, we're 2 years later.
Well, everybody, I guess, came here. Most people, like when it really popped off.
No, I'm glad people still keep her case out there. I think it's why it's still getting attention is because people aren't letting it go. So I do have respect for people doing that. I just don't have respect for putting out misinformation. I don't have respect for doxing potentially innocent people just because they knew somebody who lived in the holler. I feel like you have to, I don't know,
Or
you have to be responsible.
Following family trees back generations. How is that going to tell them what
One I
happened
saw,
this
was it
summer? I will
Shay?
never.
Shay had Frank White's sister up. Was it her or who was it? I don't remember. But just because she knew him at one point, although she hasn't known him for this many years, but her information gets put out and she feels that she needs to defend herself, it's not okay. She was nowhere around when Summer went missing, or even years before that.
I don't know, Lolly, the answer to that. Lolly
I
asks.
think shit's getting ready to pop off. And my thought is, I'm just going to say this, it's not a coincidence that Fred Hill is in jail. I do not think that. We've all heard him say, oh, I'd wear a wire, I'd do this, I'd do that. I think if he knows anything, he's going to squeal to save himself. That is my opinion.
I've wondered, because there are a few people from that area that have recently ended up in some trouble. Yeah, I've wondered myself. But I guess we'll see. Hopefully something is about to happen.
Well, and I heard somewhere, it was this newer channels, I can't remember her name to even say it. She's a newer, so she's kind of naive to some shit that's everybody else who's been on the streets for a while. But actually, Trevor Lee sent her info today that she showed, and one of it was I think it was News Nation, and they said I think it was Hawkins County said that no update, but an update's coming soon. I just want to believe the police have more information. They know more, and they're doing what they
I
have to
always believed they did. The way they speak, I don't know. I can just, when I see them speaking, when I see their stance, they're cocky. To me, they know what the holdup is. Who knows?
They need the proof. They've got one chance to try this. And until they have that missing piece that they're looking for, they can't try it without there being reasonable doubt. So they need that one missing piece to put the puzzle together. That's my thought. And yeah, it was Shay that had Frank's sister up. But just I liked her interview, but I thought it was sad she even had to do it. Because she's the one that turned him in. And she's been disassociated from her family since.
It has to be a hard choice to make, you know?
Right. And then to have to come
I
out
mean,
and to have
regardless
to
of what
say
kind of
who you are.
scumbag they are, they're still your, yeah, I mean, it would hurt to have to do that, but, you know, screw them if they're a
Well,
scumbag.
especially because she said that her and her brother were very close before that, but once she saw what she
Right.
saw, she couldn't not turn it in. I respect her for that.
Yeah, I do too. It can't be easy.
But just to be associated with somebody like that and then your information gets brought out, that's not fair. And that's what I mean about what these people are putting out in the family members they're doxing. It's not okay.
Yep. Not at all.
Oh, lip lock. So AC is the sister. But we've seen it happen so many times on so many. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times Ziggy's like, oh, looking into stuff, going down rabbit holes. I mean, shit, she had Dawn's family is polygamist at one point. I kept fucking sending her information saying, you're wrong, you're wrong. She would not listen. God, she was going off on that live. She would not listen. I'm like, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong.
I agree, Art for Life, because nothing that was put out is relevant at all. Like, we have not learned anything new.
No, I think you want to talk about a case. Okay, I think you want to talk about interviews that have been done. Okay. Um, just involving other people and putting them into the limelight. I don't know. I don't agree.
Yeah, and there's a healthy level of speculation, but the rabbit holes is just it's next level.
It's
None of it
insane.
helps.
Well, and that, like, okay, what if a child went missing in my neighborhood? Because I live in said neighborhood, it means I may have some association? No. I'm not on. I could see if you're looking up registered sex offenders. Okay, I don't care. Call those fuckers out all day, every day, right? But then when you start digging into their family and this and that and da da da, just because they're associated with an RSO, even though maybe they haven't talked to them in 20 years. Although luckily I don't have an RSO in my family, so that's gonna. But you never know. Just because maybe I live two houses down, and then what? I'm now brought into this.
Yeah, that's a scary thought.
Yeah. I think we need to protect people as well.
Yeah. We said her friend had her reputation dragged on YouTube because certain creators couldn't fact check, all because they wanted to believe some weird BS. Please fix it. Yeah. There are a lot of people with that same mind frame.
Well, it's even just like what we went through with Lolita. I mean, you have the wrong person. And how many times did we have to prove you had the wrong person? But you still went with it. And you still dox somebody. It's somebody. And for what? I agree, Be the Bean. Really? I didn't watch the whole News Nation thing. I just saw a clip, and I think there's more that they're going to do tomorrow. News Nation is, so they did have interviews with Dawn or I don't know, Dawn and Candace, maybe. I don't know who they had interviews with, but um and Ronnie Lawson. And he just said there's no update as of now, but I expect one soon. Or something. Don't quote me on the words, but
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath waiting for a
Right.
real update. It's going to be like, it is now 2 years since Summer Wells went missing in the Beach Creek area of Hawkins County.
No, I get it. I just wish there was an update so some of these crazy ass people who have made their dimes off of her can just move on. Move to a new case, do something else. Hope you learn. I did see today that B10 came up on Deet's panel. Actually, I haven't got to watch the video yet, but he was showing a video of another channel. So this was like some interview done with like some news company or something, and they're making their money all off the Idaho 4, right? And then Deetz went to their channel and she was looking, it was like Idaho, Idaho, Idaho. Now, if you look what they were doing prior to this, they were getting 0 views. Now all of a sudden they have 50 something thousand subscribers or some ridiculous amount. And they're getting all these views just by going in on Idaho 4. It's crazy. And
Well, that's
they're
why
just
people
throwing out
call
their
them tragedy
theories and
pimps.
shit. Right.
Yeah.
And they are a tragedy pimp. And they're just going out on the theories and the this and that. And people dox and people do all these things. And I feel like at some point, YouTube's going to get sued. And then you're going to see the true crime sector go down. And that really fucking sucks for the really good true crime people.
Well, July was supposed to be the deadline for everybody to agree to the new terms of service. And they said that's when they're going to start really cracking down on a lot of this stuff. I don't think there's going to be any more YouTube true crime, to be honest with you. I mean, look at Annie Elise.
I think there
She
should
can't
be.
upload
And I like
anything.
Annie Elise. She
I do
can't,
too.
and she has to put it on Patreon and stuff. And now she's gotten involved with a podcast. Who's backing her for the Seriously, I think it is. I think she's a great person because when she's getting blocked here, she figures it out. This is a career type thing. But she doesn't just cover one case. She goes over every case. And so I appreciate that.
Yeah,
She
I've watched
doesn't
her a
be the
couple
dead
times.
horse.
She's really good. Very
Yeah,
thorough.
and you know, she goes through the news articles. She goes through this. She goes through that. She picks it apart, kind of like Plunder, right? I really like Plunder.
Yeah, well,
like
they're
Plunder, too.
legitimate. They're legitimate true crime like media. They're not just random people who made a YouTube account and monetized it so they can sit and talk shit about people who are involved in these
Involved in
cases.
true crime. Right.
Dawn and Candace, it's the Dawn and Candace show is what it is. People tune in because Dawn made Beach Creek sound like it was this horrible, scary place. And I think that's a lot of the appeal in this case. The way Dawn made it sound like the police won't come here in the dark. There's drug dealers and child molesters everywhere. And as sick as it sounds, he made people want to go there to see what it's all about. And I think people are wrapped up in that. Like, and it's horrible to even say, but like they romanticize it almost.
They do.
Look at people like just going there just to see it. Like, what the hell is there to see?
Yeah, Scott makes a really good point.
AC was vocal, and I actually appreciated her on Shay's panel. I thought it was good for her because she's not speaking of when Summer got gone. She's speaking of just her growing up in that area and what it was like then. And so, no, I thought it was a great interview. It sucks she had to come out. But I thought it was a good interview. So if you guys want to see that, it's on Shay Safe Place.
I just love Shay.
I do too. I really do.
I love
her.
Shay. No, Shay really seems like she'd be a lot of fun to hang out with.
No, and
She
I was
reminds me
glad
of my
that she
family in
came
West
out
Virginia.
there.
I'd be right at home with Shay.
Yeah, I was glad she talked about it, and she talked about it at Shay's. It seems like there are a lot of creators who already knew this person and they protected her, but when her information got put out, she had to, or she felt the need to come out, and that's sad.
Yeah, it is. Nobody should feel forced to come out like that when it's
Well, just because you're sisters of somebody who lived close to Summer Wells, but you haven't talked to them in years, you haven't been there in years, how are you associated?
right. Yeah, there's just no reason for it. None.
No, I
Other
hope
than
more
people are
people start
weird.
to do better. But I actually see them doing worse, and it doesn't really give me hope that they're going to do better. I feel like once Summer's found, there'll just be another case for them to exploit, and that's sad.
Yeah,
No, and
Carrie,
it's only
same.
these certain cases.
Well, I feel like
You're
her
right.
parents haven't helped it. They haven't helped it. I feel like
Yeah, they
they just
definitely.
added to the confusion. But then I see people going down rabbit holes of maybe this person's involved, maybe this person's involved. No, let's dox them, and who are their family members, and da da da. Oh, let's look them. Oh, this person died. Oh, it's insane to me.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
And the
that their
personal
cousin's wife removed
tragedies
6 days.
that play out, like Dudley. Like Dudley is not in a good place, and Cher exploited the fuck out of that whole situation.
She knew what she was
What?
doing when she brought
You
him
mean
on panel. Oh shit! I just threw
Cher?
something in the thing and it bounced out.
Cher exploited somebody? You got to be kidding me.
I know, hard to
Right.
believe, isn't it? That's just unbelievable.
Oh boy. Oh no, I'll be right.
Oh, poor puppy.
Oh no.
Are you back, Eliza?
Yeah, I'm back.
I had to run out to the store. I was trying to mute when I was being loud.
I had to go eat some dinner real quick.
That's what I had to go get. I usually stop on my way home, but I was trying to hurry today. Even to go live an hour later. I gotta wash my hands, guys. Hold on.
I'm gonna go, guys. I'll talk to you in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Okay, honey.
Okay.
Hey,
Bye.
Tinga.
Let us know what's going on.
I will. Thanks.
I hate that when it's your fur babies.
Yeah.
What is that noise? Does somebody else?
Somebody hit the music. How the hell do you turn it? It's. Oh, I don't remember where it's at. Okay, somebody got it.
I hope her pup's okay.
I do too.
Right, Scott? Personally,
But it's
I would
crazy
have said
that
I
just
had a
because
Smith
you
and
live
Wesson.
in the area, just because he lives in the area, he'd have to be that way. It's insane to me. I tell you, if a kid went missing from my neighborhood, I'd be over there telling them, don't talk to this person, don't talk to this person, don't talk to this person.
Right.
Like, I'd be preparing them for the shit to come.
It's
And then I'd be
almost
at the
like
end of our road flagging everybody who came into the neighborhood because I don't want your fucking bullshit.
a map of one of those celebrity house tours. Like people take this pilgrimage to Ben Hill Road in Hawkins County. It's really odd.
Speaking of pilgrimage, I heard somebody commented that because you've talked about the Amish community, that must be you.
Is there one Amish community in the entire freaking United States?
Apparently.
It made me laugh though.
You know,
God, I
like
thought
there's
that
an
was funny.
entire section of Florida near the beach where they live and everything.
It
When
made
I
me laugh.
visited
It made me
Indiana,
giggle.
they had a big community there as well.
Well, I've even been places where they're not called Amish, they're called Hooterites, right? Which is very Amish as
That's
well.
a different sect. The
It
Hoderites.
is, but
Yeah.
it's similar.
Yeah, similar. Yeah, there's a bunch of different like Amish Mennonites, the Wesleyans, the Hooterites. Oh my God, there's so many spin-offs. And there's another one too that I don't know what the hell they are, but the women wear long skirts and they cover their heads, but they're more modern than the Amish. Like you'll see them in like denim skirts and they'll have like doilies on
Right.
their heads.
No,
Are
it
they
just made me laugh when I saw that comment.
the Seventh-day Adventists? Is that what they are?
I was about to say, are you sure they're not the Duggars?
The Duggars, yeah, but they're kind of Duggar-esque. Do you want? There's chicken fried rice, or yeah, chicken fried rice if you want some too.
Oh, pass it over.
But they are like,
Ooh, I'll take some.
That's what the
I could eat that
kids
every day.
demanded. No, Carrie, they're not Mennonites. They're like the Duggars, like where they pants are forbidden, except the Duggars, and
Pentecostal?
it might be Pentecostal. I was thinking Seventh-day
Church of
Adventist, but
God.
actually, I think it
Church
is
of God or
maybe.
It could be
Pentecostal.
Pentecostal. I knew
Yeah.
some of those too.
Yeah, but the
Where-
Duggars in that whatever religion they are, like I know in Utah because there's like this whole guide on how women are supposed to wear makeup and curl their hair all the time, and there
With
used
Mormons?
to be. Yeah, I think it's similar. They're not Mormon or LDS, but it's like a religion. I don't think they practice polygamy
I know
though.
when I lived in Utah for a year, they had to wear like special undergarments. There were special stores they shopped at.
Oh, like pantaloons under the dresses for the girls. Yeah, that's what I noticed that from the Duggars. They said their kids did that when they were little. I was like, I get shorts. I always made mine wear.
Yeah, mine wear shorts under their dresses too.
I didn't let them do
Lolita, are
that.
you lint rolling again?
No, why? What's wrong?
Something sounds like it. It
No,
stopped.
just ripped the paper towel off the roll. Maybe that's what you heard.
But yeah, no, it made me laugh because it was like, oh, she's talked about the Amish, and then she brought up the Amish. It has to be true. What? I mean, she's talked about the Amish.
The only
so
person
that means it's true.
in the entire United States who has ever met a real Amish person. I know that's funny, isn't it?
And there's also
But
a
only
lot
me,
of
though.
varieties of Pentecostal as
Pentecostal wear the denim skirts, no head coverings in Ohio. I don't know the difference. They always have split ends. No, but these ones, they're like the Duggars, but the Duggars wear their hair down, they curl it, they wear makeup and stuff like that. These ladies don't. They're plain like Amish, and they wear their hair up with and usually it's black. It looks like a doily, but I guess it's some kind of religious.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name. And it may be Jewish.
You know what? It might be. I noticed a lot of Jewish. I always see Jewish women in stripes. Are they the what's it called? The Orthodox?
I have no idea. I don't think we have.
I'm
I
ignorant
don't think
to
I've
all
ever
that.
seen them, so I don't know that.
Yeah, the men don't have the curly tufts of hair though, but the one thing I noticed is that the women are always in black and white striped shirts, but the men have the
There's so
head
many
covering
different
on.
varieties.
There really is.
There are just so many. One may believe one way and the other won't believe. One may be. The Pentecostals are like that too. There's just not a straight, even line on it.
Right, and I guess different sects have
That's
different
what I was going to
rules
say.
too.
Right,
Yeah, like
exactly.
this community might
And I think the
do
Baptists
one
do
thing.
too. So,
Yeah, no, just my only
How do we
thoughts
get
on it
into
was
religion so much?
I don't
Let's go
know.
well, no,
somewhere
I
else.
don't
I
know.
thought it
Amish.
was funny. Yeah, I just thought it was funny that I saw a comment that said, "Oh, she's talked about the Amish community. It must be her." And I was like,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
"Are you
that's
kidding me?"
okay.
And not only
Just
that, but
because
anything you've talked about, that's public information. So
we
I
have an
felt
Amish
like
community here, and they
Yeah.
make the most. Oh my gosh, they make the most delicious food.
they do.
Yeah, they're literally everywhere. Florida
Yes.
has a huge Amish community. And they
And they
take over
have
the beach.
good. They sell good produce or meat.
They
That's what I
do
want to say. Oh my
chickens,
gosh,
meat, right? Because
it's good for
it's
you. It's stuff
fresh.
that's it's good for you. It's not unhealthy.
I hear
Oh my
that
God.
too, Amy.
I
Are you
somebody
getting tied down with zip ties?
That's what it sounds like.
does it. I
It
was
does.
opening. I was. You know what? Is it the
I don't
container?
think it
Hold
was
on a
paper
second.
towels. I don't know what it was.
Was it
It's
this?
whatever that is.
Okay, that was me
Yeah.
opening a container. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm done. I got my food.
So you can't hear my fan,
She
right?
said zip ties, though. That's funny.
Zip ties.
It was funny.
Oh, the mental image. Fuck.
Portable pooper. What? Cracking asses, get yourself out of the gutter.
I
I
forget
love
what I
her.
was gonna say now.
Jewish women wear wigs. I didn't know that.
I think it just
Move
depends
off
on where
of
you're from, what part of the
religion.
country, what part of where you're from.
Right.
It's fascinating to me, and it's good to know, but
It
I
is.
just don't know a lot
It
about it,
is.
so I can't really speak
Yeah, and
on
I'm
it.
not gonna go. I'm not gonna go down that.
But I will say the food's great, the produce is
Oh,
great, the meat is
yes.
great, and that's all I know.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. And I was laughing because this lady at work was trying to convince us all that she's like this clean eating, healthy person.
What are you still doing? Are you
I'm not
unwrapping
doing
something?
anything. That's
That was
somebody
me. I'm
else's.
sorry. That was me.
Oh,
That was
never
Bugsy.
mind. I'm blaming you.
I had to take something away from the dog so he wouldn't get it.
No, she was claiming how she only eats grass fed chicken. Like chickens don't eat grass.
Yeah, chickens eat about everything else.
Yeah, not grass though.
No, I've not seen them eat grass. Chickens don't eat grass.
No, cows like
Do they?
grass fed beef,
Oh,
but not grass
what
fed
are you
chickens.
laughing at?
What's funny, tits?
The
Look at
Velcro.
Glasshouse is comment.
Wouldn't Velcro be more economical for your trees?
Hey, Blue Eyes.
Oh god, I'm dying. Sorry.
Lip lock. That's Lolita. She's shelling peas. And
No, I was taking a lid off of a container. That's the sound that you're hearing.
Oh
yes,
god, it's
Chickens,
so good.
they do eat pebbles. That's how they digest food. I have to give
yes.
pebbles to my birdie.
It's crazy.
Actually, I read about that with the whole egg shortage thing, and I was reading why. And yeah, they were saying the pebbles and stuff, but it was like the feed, something with the feed and stuff.
Calcium.
And that's why the eggs, that they weren't laying as many eggs.
They did something to the feed. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a friend that has a bunch of chickens and hers weren't laying either.
Sorry, God damn it, I have to be.
Right?
Sorry, Amy.
It takes me that long. And then she'll go, wait, she's going to be vacuuming the squirrels soon.
Oh God, I can't help it.
Yeah, I'm gonna set the Roomba.
See, the
Yeah.
Roomba's quiet.
You haven't heard the Roomba yet. Maybe it's gonna make a sound like your
Oh my
cell
God,
phone.
it does. And the cats, every time they'll go over and they'll step on it, and it makes that noise. It drives me
Oh,
freaking crazy.
no.
Cornbread, this is not the place to start shit and chat.
What are you doing, Cornbread?
Yeah, no. As long as people are being respectful, we allow them.
Yeah. Don't be disrespectful.
We
Yeah, and
don't
I
really
wanna.
block anyone. You have to come in being racist or a real fucking asshole.
Yeah.
We give eggs to our dogs. And we have one dog that will eat the shells, which is fine. And the other just turns her nose up at the shells. I wouldn't eat the shells either. Yes,
No,
the
I
shells are for calcium.
grind them up and I bury them
Oh,
around
yeah,
the
'cause they're
rose bushes.
good. Yes,
Yeah, for the
yes.
soil. Yeah, but they take a lot. Like people, when I tell them to get like certain stuff for feed, they're like, "Oh no, I use bone meal and blah 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 blah." You know how long it takes your soil to break that stuff down? That's not like immediate
I'm
food.
glad you brought that up because I called about my peonies and I wanted to know, okay, they need high phosphorus.
Mm-hmm.
So he said bone meal. So what do you suggest?
Bone meal
Eggshell.
is a waste because,
Okay.
first of all, any critter is gonna smell it and they're gonna dig it
Right.
up.
He
Second
said
of
don't
all,
put it around the dogs or anything.
and the soil, the microbes in the soil, and all the symbiotic relationships with the fungi and the bacteria, it basically has to digest it and break it down. It has to decompose it. So
So
I
do I
get
do eggshells with that too?
eggshells is just for calcium.
Okay.
That's like
So
good for tomatoes and roses. No, get a compost mix.
Okay, I can do that.
But even if like you make your own compost, it still takes like a solid 9 months for compost to,
They told me, I think he told me to do it twice a year. And I was like, oh, because I want them to bloom. He said they require
for peonies, what you want to do too is when the bloom is spent, just cut the very tip of the flower off. And you got to keep feeding them throughout the summer because that foliage is storing energy for the roots to make next year's blooms.
Thank you.
Yep.
For fuck's sake. Lolita is scamming by giving flower tips.
Hey, I love it because I want my peonies to thrive. And I want to divide them eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I just have a bunch of them all over the place. I love them.
Yeah. Your best bet right now would be to get Miracle Grow and use
Yeah, I
that.
have that. I have that. I bought the little, they're little packages per, you know.
So you want the bloom booster because that has the higher
The
phosphorus.
bloom booster. Okay.
Yep.
I'll have to look at that and see what I bought. But I thought, ooh, I like that. Little packages, measures it out. Just put it in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the quickest way to.
I used to do so
Is
good
it, Eliza?
at that stuff.
It's still making that noise. All right. Hold on.
Yeah,
Go grab.
Mama of 5 just said definite cracking noise.
I don't get it. It's only on the StreamYard. I can go on anybody else's panel and be fine.
Well, it'll do. That's the issue with my mic is only when I'm on StreamYard, but I can use it to, chat and any other kind of thing, and it's fine. It's weird.
Okay. Is this any better?
100%.
I get the feeling better.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
You know what it sounded like? It sounded like you were eating out of a styrofoam container that was rubbing
It sounded
up
like
against
she was
something.
eating out of aluminum foil.
She was
No.
snacking on Cheez-Its.
Aluminum is very bad
Hey,
for you.
Haven.
Hey, Haven.
Hey, Haven.
Well, now I got to say, hey, Haven.
She's
Yeah,
a
we all
sweetheart.
do.
Just a sweetheart.
She is.
These bitches
She's so
ain't shit.
adorable.
Teeny tiny little thing.
I
you
loved
cross her,
when she
though.
was like, I
Don't
just
you
created
cross her,
my
though.
first troll account. And I was like, oh my God, girl. I feel like we're rubbing off because I have a lot.
Wilson Dallas, you're welcome here. We don't have a problem.
No,
What is
she's
going
always
on?
been fine in chat.
No.
Hmm.
Ziggy is tracking Lolita.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, 6
Oh, yeah. There's no life. Hey, 6 Up. How's the beach life?
Hey.
Heather, you're done with it, huh? You don't want to hear any more about Cheez-Its.
No, 6 Up. We love you back.
Yeah.
Hey, wee.
I'm glad
So
you made
excited.
it. Everything was okay. And now you get to be with your family. That's amazing.
It is. That's so exciting.
Best summer ever.
It is. Especially when you don't live by your kids. Like, I couldn't even imagine. All my kids are, well, 2 live with me. Fuck. I keep thinking they're going to move out soon, but they're minors still. So apparently that's frowned upon. But even my oldest, you know, he still
Yeah,
lives
they're
close.
planning on
and-
sticking around for a minute.
Yeah.
You still have your fur grandbaby?
I do, and I'm not giving him back.
You get attached.
Like, I never thought I loved pit bulls until I got this dog, and he is my grand dog. But I'm
They
not
get a
giving him
bad
back.
rep so bad.
Oh my
They are
God,
such
he's so
sweethearts.
sweet. I love him.
Yes.
And my son and his partner in a house at the end of the month, and they're like, we're taking him back. And I was like, he's gonna come missing. Sorry. Fucking hiding him. He's not going back. We're gonna
She's
need
going
some
to
custody.
dog nap him.
We're gonna need some custody agreements here.
They get such a bad rep. I hate it.
He's
They're
so
beautiful
sweet.
dogs.
He's not sweet around big dogs or
Mhm.
bicyclers.
They
So we
have
don't
the-
we don't let him out. Like,
Bicyclers?
yeah, the tires. I don't know what it is. The tires. No,
I
he
think
has
they're called
attacked.
bicyclists.
Oh, whatever. For fuck's sake, I'm going back about.
No, I'm like thinking about this dog that's triggered by people riding bikes. And it's so funny.
No, he is.
A
The
lot of
tires
dogs
going
will,
around
yeah.
that triggers him. And they got him
some-
from a shelter when he was like 2.5. So we don't know what the life was prior, but big dogs. So like I have a Bashan. He doesn't care about him. They're perfectly fine. They were laying together earlier today. So he's fine with smaller dogs, just not big dogs. And yeah, the bicycles. Yeah. Anything that goes around like that, it triggers him.
Oh, yeah, I need to make an announcement. If anyone has heard from Little Chickadee, please tell her to check in with someone on here. She's been
I was commenting to
MIA.
her. She was in God, what is the guy with the tight shirt?
Baby Gap guy?
Yeah. She was
Blair?
in this chat a couple weeks ago. Her and I were
Oh, no, I
commenting
mean like
back and forth.
recently.
Hey,
Like
Snow.
recently. Like within the last week or two.
Oh no, I haven't been back, so I only went to his chat one time, and her and I were commenting.
Yeah, I hope nothing bad happened.
I'll go scope his chats out and see if I can find her.
Yeah, because that's scary when somebody just
Yeah, it's
disappears
cool if
like
they
that.
don't want to hang out here or whatever, but just say, hey,
Yeah,
I'm
she hasn't
okay.
been anywhere. I mean, she hasn't been at 6 Ups either.
I'm sorry, deal you. Poo-poo.
No, I'll go scope his chats out and see if
Except
she's been
too.
backing them since her and I were chatting. I don't even know if it's her or not, but I think.
6 Up says, have a beautiful week, everyone. I hope you guys have the time
You
of your
too.
freaking life.
And let Haven buy some candles.
And use sunscreen.
Definitely use sunscreen. And watch out for sharks.
And jellyfish.
Oh my god, jellyfish.
Hey, Sassy.
They have those little, I don't know what the hell they're called. They're like little jelly worms that sting too. I'm saying she's having the best time. Aw. That makes my heart so happy. You guys
Yeah,
deserve it.
Kim, everyone's different.
Yeah, TB, I'll go track her down. I've seen her. I just have to remember where. I'll find her.
I'm glad you're here,
I'll tell
Sassy.
her to
It's
check
good
in.
to see you.
Yeah, one of these days we'll have to. Oh my God, so much stuff going on. We'll have to have like a giant stream. We got to get Griffey and Stella monetized and doing well, and then we got to
They
get.
are monetized.
Yeah, I know, but
You,
I mean, like
oh,
they're monetized,
okay.
but unless they have like, like a stream where a lot of people are coming in, it's not really gonna
Right.
do much. And six up, we got to get her an RV.
Well, my next goal.
Oh.
My next goal is to get JBT
Yes.
monetized.
Yes.
So
Let's do
please
it.
drop JBT's channel link in the chat and go sub up. He really, really did a great job the other day.
He did. He really did.
He's gonna be really good at this.
No, I'm really proud of the corned beef sector. I
Yeah,
think
no, we did.
we've started to form some great relationships.
We've done quite well for ourselves, haven't we?
Right.
It's the best sector.
Stars is the best mod. I agree. Woohoo, Stars!
I'm not picking favorites. I love Stars. I love them all. We've got some really good mods.
Yes, we do. I love Stars.
Have we not talked about anything else on our list for tonight? Was there anything else?
Was there a list? I didn't get the
I don't know what was on our
the memo.
No. I was
Precious,
in weeds
I agree.
up until the very last minute where I was like, "Oh, I better go." So
Yeah, we're just
I
kind of
may have
free
missed the
balling.
list. Oh, okay, that's usually what we do.
Yeah, because we didn't know if we were gonna go live or not because like, do we go Wednesday or Thursday? And then we got used to going Wednesday because Pearl's husband works extra early on Fridays, so she can't do Thursday nights. But Pearl isn't feeling well.
Oh, I remember that, Sassy.
But Sassy, was it a shark or was it an alligator? I thought it was an alligator.
What happened? I'm not watching chat.
Because Disney is in Orlando, and that is in the middle of Florida.
Oh, that little kid that got
was an
snatched.
alligator.
Yeah, right. They were watching the
Yeah, it was an
the
alligator.
fireworks. Yeah, and an alligator came out and
yeah.
How freaking horrible.
They have it's thick with alligators in Florida.
Well, yeah, if you can't see through that water, I wouldn't go in.
No.
And that was like right smack in the middle of isn't it like where the resorts were? It was like right in front of the hotel.
It was.
Yeah. But I've been to Disney before. I've stayed in Orlando, and we were at like a resort timeshare type thing, and there were gators in their waters.
Yep.
I mean, there's gators everywhere. I remember taking field trips when I lived in the South, and we would go to these places, and you would have to step over the gators because they were sunbathing on the path. I'm pretty sure that's frowned upon now. They probably don't take kids back there, but when I was in elementary, that's what they did.
No,
and they were like, "Don't be loud. They don't like screaming." Yeah, Stars. They usually have warnings. But still, it's just this kid was standing on a bank. You wouldn't think it, but it happened.
It was like a 2-year-old, right?
Sassy says
don't.
4, but he was little. He was little.
Yeah, it was toddler
Um,
age.
Yeah. No, that's scary. And especially because a lot of people go to Disney from areas where there's no gators, right? And
Right, and they don't know.
you don't realize there are gators.
When I was growing up, I
Yeah,
had a friend who had
Ziggy
alligators.
was calling her.
Huh?
We said, your
Your
phone
phone
again,
just
and I
rang.
said, yeah, it was Ziggy calling again.
Calling the washer. Yeah, that actually wasn't
Yeah.
mine. That's somebody
That
else's
was me.
washer. Honey. Oh.
It's Pearl. I left a message
Oh,
in the
okay.
private chat. It was Pearl.
Oh, thank God.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
She's sleeping.
Okay, good. That's really good news. All right.
Yes. I
Whew,
just
I can breathe now.
Yeah. She scares me when she. You
I
guys
know, me
get
too.
sick so easily, and when she gets sick, it's really hard on her. Really hard on her.
Right.
But
Extremely.
she won't tell you that.
No, she won't.
She won't.
Just like my daughter came over today, and she's been having a sore throat, and she didn't tell me this over the weekend. She was having a hard time swallowing. I mean, she's been telling the doctor, "Hey, my throat." They said, "Well, there's nothing wrong." She couldn't swallow, and so I think it was one of her tonsils was swollen, and so she said, "Oh, I guess I better put you on an antibiotic." I'm like, "You think?" I said, "You really need to change doctors."
And this is your daughter.
Yeah, this is
Older.
my daughter.
Yeah, it's weird how that happens in adults.
She's never had issues with her. She thought, like me, that it was just allergies, but it's gone on way too long.
Oh, I've had a couple friends who needed tonsils out in their 30s and 40s. Is that not absolutely insane?
Is it unusual just on one side though?
No, I wonder if she has tonsil stones.
Didn't think about. I really think she needs to see a different doctor because I'm like, I told her, I said, if you don't like
ENT
it, go
at
somewhere
least.
else.
That's what I was going to say. Maybe an ENT
Well, my doctor,
would be best.
He's not taking new patients, or I'd say, please take her. But because he's really good. Yeah, an ENT, I agree. Yeah, she doesn't like going to, we all go to the same office, but have different doctors. She doesn't like going there because that's when my son died. And she was there with him when he died.
Yeah.
So it was, I've been able to deal with it because I told her, I said, we have such a good doctor. I am not changing. And I said, is it? Yeah.
Right, Heather, that's what when she said one tonsil, my mind immediately goes to
she
a
said
stone.
it felt like her gland was swollen though, but she couldn't swallow. And I said, you didn't tell me that. She tends to get the weird stuff.
Right. That's like my husband. He always gets the weird stuff too.
Yes, and she does that, so.
Shit, I always get the real stuff.
I agree, Sassy.
Or weird stuff, but
I used to when I was little. I had stuff all the time. But as I've gotten older, I've been able to figure out, ways to fight things off. So.
Well, I think you build up antibodies. When I first
Yes.
started working in pharmacy, holy shit, the first 6 months were rough.
Were you sick all the time?
Oh my God, because you're constantly dealing with sick people, and my body wasn't used to it. And then it built up antibodies and stuff, and I didn't get sick as often.
I think that's why it was so hard on the kids after COVID to go back to school, be around everybody and having to build that. Am I saying that right?
Well, yeah, it's
immunities again.
The thing with building immunity is in order to build immunity to a virus, you have to acquire that virus. No, not just be around it, but it's not like bacteria. Like bacteria, small exposure, that's not enough to make you sick. Will help you create antibodies for it. But with a virus, like, it always killed me when people are like, I'm not getting a COVID vaccine. I'll just build natural immunity. Dumbass, you got to get COVID to build immunity, and then it wanes.
True.
So there is no
Right.
such thing. But I digress.
Yeah, once your body fights a virus, though, it learns your
How to
body
fight the
learns
virus.
it
Right,
and
how
how
to
to
fight
fight
it
it,
without
and learns the
killing you.
recipe to fight it.
But you can't stay
so
on
then,
antibiotics either all the time.
no,
No, that's really
antibiotics
bad for
should
your
not be
gut.
overused. Yeah, it's
Yes.
Well,
you
not
want
only
to.
that, but when we were kids, they used to just throw antibiotics for you for everything.
Oh, I
And
know.
now if you
They
notice,
did.
they don't do it because your body, honestly, like a Z pack. I remember when Z packs came out. Literally, it was Z pack, Z pack, Z pack, Z pack. That does nothing for me anymore because my body is built. It doesn't fight anything with that now because they constantly threw it at you. So I think it's best if it's, viral, that you just fight it.
Fight it. And vitamins are awesome. We have lots of ways to.
Oh no, anytime I start to get sick, I literally dose up on vitamin C and black seed
Me
oil.
too.
It's like my go-to for immunity
True
booster.
story. My husband has been the only person in the house to get COVID. Now, it took him 3 years to get COVID. He loads up on vitamin C and vitamin D every day. He ran out of it for a week. And wouldn't you know it, that was the week he got COVID.
Yep. And I've heard there's like low vitamin D has some correlation to it.
Yes,
So yeah,
I heard that too.
Well,
I
vitamin D is a
I
natural
boosted my
steroid.
I boosted my vitamins and I have never had it.
I haven't either.
Yes,
Knock
I
on wood.
remember Z-Pack. Oh my gosh, that used to be
Which is
one that we'd
impressive
always
working
give.
in healthcare and
Right,
working around people who had it. But
right. And then there was a period for at least 5 out of 7 days where I was exposed daily for like a year and a half. To my knowledge, I've never had it. I've never had symptoms.
right.
And every time I tested, I was always negative. So, I mean, is it possible? My son had it and he had no symptoms. The only symptoms he had was couldn't taste anything for 3 days. And that was it.
Yeah, no, my husband had it twice. My daughter had it twice with my husband, and my son had it once. And I'm the only person in the family to never have it. But I was very faithful on my vitamins. So my husband lived and learned, and now he's very faithful. Lenny, I do take elderberry too. I don't know if it helps with that because I heard it did not help with the C word, but I do take it. I give my kids elderberry gummies just for immunity boosters and
Elderberry was
stuff.
actually dangerous with COVID because it creates
That's what I heard.
cytokine storm. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Sorry for the clanking. I'm loading my dishwasher.
Oh shoot, it's gonna
Unfortunately,
start soon and the phone's gonna ring.
my dishwasher does not play a sound like my washer. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, my dishwasher plays sounds.
Mine doesn't.
It does.
Plays return it.
music.
Gonna send it back and get one that plays music. I'm gonna request one. Like I need one that plays a jingle. They tested positive just because they tested the little one. He was positive. I was positive. My daughter was negative. But she had the antibodies for. Oh my god. Yeah, it's so weird. A lot of people had it and had no idea. I mean, I
It's
guess it's
weird how
possible. I could have. I
certain
don't know.
people reacted. And I hope at some point they do studies because I love to read studies on stuff. Like, does your blood type have a factor? Does your certain deficiencies have factors? I would love to see studies at some point done just because I like to read those things because I'm a loser.
Knowledge is power, tits. Knowledge is power.
No, I like to read the studies. I
I
like
know,
to
so
see
do
the
I.
actual studies.
I like statistics.
Right.
Yes, I take
And
zinc
it
too.
is weird how it affected certain people differently, but then some people got it and had zero symptoms. Why? What did
And
they
some
have?
people felt terrible.
Some
My
people
daughter and my
died.
husband, yeah.
A lot of
My,
people
and
died.
I swear my granddaughter had it before it was even announced. And I went over there and I just sat with her. I didn't get sick or anything, but she felt really bad.
Well, there were a lot of coronaviruses before.
Was there?
The one that comes from one of the strains that comes from mice is really, really bad. A lot of I think they called it, what the hell was it? The 90-day something. This is like years and years ago
You know
when
what?
my kids were in elementary school.
She didn't
Or
have
the
any
100th day.
She
The
didn't have
100th day
anything
cough.
for the longest time. It zapped her.
Yeah, and there's people, I think is it Morris who has long COVID?
Oh.
Or for like
There
over a
are
year.
people. You know, it was so weird because my family went to, so my husband and children went to the state, another state, and my husband came back and he had symptoms and he had the Delta variant. And that's when him and my daughter were sick. My son was in the same house with everybody, never got sick. However, the guy who was at the same house, within 3 days, he was in the hospital. He didn't get out for 7 months.
Right, crazy.
Insane. And he's still on oxygen and he can't work, he doesn't have his same life back. And he
Yeah, and a
was
lot of people
actually
don't.
younger than my husband. And but I will tell you, one of the things I will tell you that as soon as my husband developed symptoms, I called my doctor. She put him on breathing treatments and all this stuff, and my husband swears that's what kept him out of the hospital, was those breathing treatments and stuff. I don't know if that's true, but like we had to put it through a, what do you call that? The thing that goes to your mouth,
The nebulizer.
Nebulizer, right? Which luckily my neighbor had a nebulizer, so it worked out great for us. But it's crazy. It did. It affected so many people so many different ways.
Yeah, it's very rare that I get like a viral illness. Everything, like when I'm sick, it starts with my sinuses. Like a smell will trigger something. And my kids are the same way. And then it turns into a migraine, and then the migraine turns into throwing up if light hits your eyes or you smell like food. It's really strange.
Deluo, who I agree, D3 deficiency is linked to a lot of
It
autoimmune.
is.
I will tell you that my sister has MS, and when she was diagnosed, her vitamin D was at 9. And that's when she was diagnosed. So it is very much so.
Yeah, and a lot of people, well, most of the population have to megadose on vitamin D to even be at an optimal level.
Well, that's what my doctor told me, is here in Colorado, you could lay outside naked in the sun all day and you're still not going to get the amount of vitamin D you need. Now, maybe if I move to Florida, I might. I don't know.
Oh, Bugsy, yeah. RH factor. My mom had that.
Is that when you're like O negative or something?
Yeah, well, yeah. And then you have to get the Rogram shot.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
So Sassy's B, hubby's A, and all 4 kids are AB. I'm A positive and he's O positive,
I'm
and
O positive.
half my kids are A positive and the other half are O positive.
Actually, me and my husband are O positive, and all our kids are O positive. I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's what I know.
I don't know, but there's certain Neanderthal variants that protect you and from getting viruses and fighting viruses. I don't know off the top of my head what they are. I'd have to look them up, but I know we have both of them. Because you can go into your raw DNA there and you can like search and it'll tell you if you have whatever variant.
That's what I thought was so fascinating because I did my DNA through 23andMe, which I know a lot of people don't want to give their DNA over. And yes, and I told my family when I did it, I said, I'm sorry if you fucked up in your life, but
Right,
I'm
me too.
saying submit my DNA because if it can solve a cold case, I wanted to do so. But then you take your raw DNA and you actually put it through programs like Genetic Genie, all these other ones, right? And you really get down to the nitty gritty of your DNA, which is where I found so we have huge vitamin D deficiencies. And it was cool to find, it was cool. It's really cool to actually look into all these things and see, oh, I got these variants from my mom and my dad. Like,
It is,
it's
but I'm
crazy.
kind of sorry I looked now at some of it.
I'm not because I just made changes and stuff and take supplements and then I give my kids certain supplements because I know if I have it, then they may be prone to it. So I think it's really good to be knowledgeable and everything.
Yeah, well, some of it you can't prepare for, like if you're
No.
40% more likely than the rest of the population to die of exercise-induced cardiac arrest. I mean, it makes you never want to like run up the steps ever
Right.
again. Like, oh my God, why?
Right.
That's some scary shit.
No,
I
I
like
think
to
it's really cool.
exercise.
I like DNA and I like seeing what I got from each parent and then I can just blame it on those parents. So
It's all your fault. I can't ride
I
my bike
know.
without risking death.
Autoimmune run, like we don't have a lot of cancer or anything like that, but autoimmune up the ass. Like it's all your fault.
I could die from riding my bike. Send me a
Well,
cash
you
app.
could
No, I'm
die in a
kidding.
car accident, so
Yeah, right,
I
right.
think you just live your life to the best of your abilities. You take some things into consideration, make certain changes, and it is what it is.
It is what it is. Wise words from Tits McGee, y'all.
You never know. Their
No,
freak accidents happen every day.
yeah, you truly do not ever know. As we going to bed, I just saw somebody say sweet dreams. Sorry, guys, I wasn't watching the chat. I was cleaning up the kitchen. Good night, Wee.
Good night, Wee, and happy birthday. I
Happy
hope it
birthday,
was an
Wee.
amazing day.
Wee, spelled backwards, is ew.
Ew.
Tara, spelled backwards, is rat. Where is Colleen? She was in the comments earlier.
In our comments?
Yeah.
Was she?
Yeah, she was.
Aw. I like Colleen, but I will tell you, Soup had the biggest pull on her because she said she's an old troll. She really is an old troll. Colleen, be proud of that.
I love hearing about Jenny.
I do too.
That's your pride and joy. Right. Like literally anything can happen. 10 minutes from now, lightning could strike your house and burn you alive. You can have an aneurysm or, any really fall down your steps. Cat could eat me in my sleep.
Okay, so if lightning strikes my house, if I have an aneurysm, if the cat eats me in my sleep, I want you guys to know it was Lolita's fault. Please do it live.
And I apologize in advance. We'll have a memorial stream for you. And Eliza and Pearl will make a nice video.
I'm sure you will. They'll make a great video. They will.
All the things
I have
at
full
once.
faith.
All the things at once. Oh, sorry, cracking.
Has a cat literally ever ate anybody in their sleep? I'd like to know.
I
Asking
know
for a
they've
friend.
eaten dead people. Oh, you know what? There was that one cat that chewed babies' fingers off.
What?
Yeah, it was in the news. You have to Google it.
Oh, God.
Oh, and they made them put the cat down. Poor thing.
I would too.
Didn't know any better.
I mean, I love my animals, but I love my kids.
I would never let a cat around a baby unsupervised, though. Oh my God, I used to fight with my husband all the time about that. Like, you cannot let the cat. And for people who say, oh, the cat suffocation thing is just a myth. No, it is not.
Because they like the smell of their breath.
Oh my God, when my boys were little, I had this orange cat, and I caught him right on my son's face.
Oh.
Like laying right on his face. Only for like 2 seconds, because as soon as I saw it, I clapped my hands, but just...
See, I had a cat when my oldest was born. Mind you, I was 18 and didn't fucking know shit from shit. And the cat would wait for him to go to sleep, and then he would go into the crib, and he would sleep at the very end of the crib and watch him.
Aww.
And I was so nervous, so I would sit there and watch because I wanted to make sure he wasn't trying to harm him or anything. And he wouldn't. He wouldn't even get near him. He just wanted to sit from afar and make sure he was okay.
That's awesome.
I was so nervous.
Opening that
I was opening the package of baby wipes because there's a piece of rice on the floor. A stray piece of rice. I don't have dogs though. I'm like,
I know. Your cats don't even do that then, huh?
No, and it's very unfortunate. I wish cats were like dogs in the sense where they would go and snag that piece of rice.
I've had pizza on my plate, and he never used to do this, but he's like 10 years old now, and he'll come up and he'll sit, and I'll have pizza, and he'll put his paw up there and try to grab the pizza off my plate. And I'm like,
well, my dogs do that, but
this is a cat.
I share my food with the dogs. I love them.
He would actually eat the pizza, and I'm like, but it's just funny because you see this little arm come up, touching the plate and trying to move it closer.
What's funny is when we have wet cat food, if my daughter leaves it out on the counter, oh my God, the cat will jump on the counter and she'll get the wet cat food out of the packet. She'll claw it out, and then she always throws one to the dogs so that she can't just get in trouble. The dogs are getting in trouble too, so they all have wet cat food. It's so funny.
That's cute. Yeah, ours are getting the wet cat food. They say it's actually better for them. I was like, okay.
My friend's dog became diabetic from eating the cat's food.
Yeah,
well, luckily my dogs have
cats shouldn't eat.
They don't get it often.
Cats shouldn't eat dog food, but I don't know. Neither should eat each other's food, but
no, it's just like sometimes we'll get it and it doesn't get put in the pantry and it gets sat on the counter. And we've learned our lesson from that. But it's
Oh.
so funny because you'll see a pack here with one dog, you'll see a pack here with one dog, and then she's clawed into a pack. And it's like, you little bitch.
Yeah, Jackson Galaxy says you can't when you have cats. You're supposed to keep all, like even bread we put away. We don't leave
They'll go
any
after
food.
bread.
No,
Yeah,
we
they
put
will.
everything in the
We'll have
pantry or
one
the fridge, but
that eats plastic, so we can't even have plastic garbage
I
bags.
had
We have to
one
use
that
paper garbage bags.
I had one that liked strawberry Twizzlers. And I was like, you are the weirdest
that's
thing.
weird.
It is weird. He was weird. He was like a 20-pound Maine Coon. He sounded like if he came up to you and you didn't know he was behind you and he put his paw on your back, it felt like a person slapping you. It's like, hey, I'm
that's
here.
funny.
He was a riot. But for whatever reason, he liked red Twizzlers. So we'd let him
Yeah,
have
that's
little bites.
weird. I don't think my cat would eat those.
Papa
Actually,
likes
she won't.
muffins.
She's bougie AF.
Isn't it crazy? They all have sort of a different.
You know what I thought was crazy is you get so we have like a whole sushi counter at a grocery store, right? And I was getting the salmon and I tried to feed it to the cats and they won't touch it.
Oh,
And I was like, I bet it's fucking farmed. So I won't buy sushi from the grocery store anymore because I'm very particular on my salmon and that it is fresh, wild caught, and not farmed.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, this has to be farmed.
They
The cats
know
won't
it.
even fucking touch it.
That's weird. Now, if we open a can of tuna, which I hate that smell, the cats go nuts. And I'm like, oh, no, you're not. Nope. Mm-mm.
Black olives, that's weird. But that's why
That is weird.
in Muslim culture, cats are considered clean animals because they won't eat or drink anything that's not technically clean.
Yeah, they like, you're right. They like.
Which is so weird because my cat will lay out at the end of the driveway and lick her own ass for all the neighbors to see. But apparently they're clean.
No, I don't mean clean like that. I mean clean like like I mean, yeah, I mean they're clean animals.
Gemma, stop that!
My cats do that all the time when I'm like, can you go to the other room and lick your butt somewhere else?
Instead of doing it in front of an audience.
Yes, I'm like, so what am I doing?
Oh, my cat will just literally lay out at the end of the road. She likes to lay like it's not a gutter per se, but it's like, you know, between the road and the driveway, right? She likes to lay in that little area, just looking her ass for everyone to see. I'm like, Gemma, stop it!
I don't care. Yeah, they're funny.
I tried to shave her a few weeks ago. We're gonna try it again. I want to make her look like a lion for the summer.
Oh yeah, I give my one cat a lion
now she
cut.
just looks like she has mange, but you know, we're getting
Hot
there.
Cheetos. Oh my gosh, I can't even eat hot Cheetos.
I have one that licks the cheese off of Doritos. I don't know about hot Cheetos.
Yeah, they like the cheese stuff, but hot ones, oof.
Oh, the cat I had when my son was born. I actually taught him to look both ways before crossing the road, as well as he loved Stun Chips. Oh no, every single time I taught him, you look both ways. So before he would cross the road, he would look both ways.
Where were you when I had a cat?
Sun
that he got
Chips.
killed?
He loved Sun Chips. And then he would get his head stuck in the bag. And then he would be running around with a bag of Sun Chips on his head because he couldn't get out of it. It was cute. I have lots of pictures of him.
I
like
know,
that.
they can be so funny. No. The cats aren't thrilled about the pup, which isn't really a pup anymore. Age-wise, he's a pup, but he's huge. But he thinks they're all play toys like the turtles outside that he finds.
So you guys have turtles outside?
Yes, he's found.
Do you have water nearby?
No, I don't. I think it's our sandy soil is my thought. I don't know what it is, but he's found a fairly good sized one. I put it out front. I'm sure it went back in the backyard. Then today, I'm like, what do you got in your mouth? And I was like, it was another turtle, but just smaller. So I put him out front. Of course, the grandkids came over and I said, here, you want to take him home with you? And my daughter gave me a side-eye look. And I was like, I'm sorry. I love you. She's like, I still have to get groceries. It'll be okay. She was just picking him up.
My outdoor cat just got the baby bird. Now I think it's the parents.
No.
They're trying to dive bomb her. They're fucking pissed.
Oh, no. Ooh.
Like, they're going crazy.
Fast. She didn't go after
And she
chipmunks?
oh, God. Jims, you can't do this.
Poor baby. Now, what kind of birds are these?
I don't know yet. I'm not looking.
You know-
My husband's going to clean it up.
Oh, he's looking. I couldn't look either.
Nope.
She's good at catching,
She
though.
just got in the nest. She got in the nest.
Oh, naughty kitty. See, Pablo and Chappie, they don't go after the birds. They'll sit and they'll watch them. They won't go after the squirrels or the chipmunks, but they'll bring mice. And they'll put them right on top of the freaking mat.
Oh, no. She goes for birds and mice.
Oh,
And she
Breeze, that's
usually,
hilarious.
she nicely leaves the heads for me right outside my car door.
Oh, that's so gross.
Just the heads.
Ew.
It's disgusting.
Ew.
Like, she wants to show me. Like, I told you guys, if you don't feed her on time, she gets pissed and she'll hunt a bird and she'll leave all the feathers on the front doorstep.
You guys see that Breeze had a cat that would play dead?
The fainting cat.
Oh my God, that would be so cool.
Like the fainting snake.
Gemma, why don't you
I
do
love
that?
it. Oh, that's
No.
hilarious.
All right, Cornbread, go ahead. We'll see you in a little bit. We're going to wrap up here.
Yeah.
soon. I got to
Yeah.
vacuum.
We're just talking about cats and
See you later,
shit.
cornbread. Yeah,
Yeah, we're
just
kind of.
goofing off.
I'll be over there, Cornbread.
We're being goofy.
All right, y'all. We'll be back maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday. Maybe both.
And my granddaughter has a swim meet tomorrow. Thank God it's not going to be till 10 o'clock. Depends
In the
on
morning?
how many, no, at night.
At night?
Depends on, yes.
Wow.
It depends on how many lanes they have, is how fast it goes. The one they went to last night, it only had 5 lanes, and the one here has 8, so it should be faster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her boys were driving her crazy. She didn't bring enough snacks, and
Aw.
they thought they should eat. Well, she took watermelon. She said, I took everything. They just wanted to eat. So, but she took all good stuff, healthy stuff. So
Oh, well, good luck to her tomorrow at her swim
she
meet.
got in first place.
Oh, excellent. I love swimming.
Yes. She's a little bitty thing, but she loves swimming. I'm glad.
Yeah, me too. So, all right, guys, we will
Okay,
see you
night.
soon. Good night.
Yeah, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke, yeah. And I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke, yeah. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down.